Welcome everybody to the Slightly Off Topic Wednesday's Night's Watch podcast, presented to you by the BS Radio Network. I am your host, The Real Ant-Man, and tonight I have with me, back by not so popular demand,
Rhino.
And
welcome back. Welcome.
E-Tap. Thank you.
King Black Cherry, what's going on, guys?
So, busy week, gentlemen. We had Halloween last week, so we were on Tuesday night. We're back in the Wednesday night time slot.
Yep.
Yes,
and
we are.
We got a lot of news today. We are going to forego the slightly off top 6.
Just for this week.
Just this week. It'll be back next week. So.
It'll be back. No worries.
Yeah, nothing to worry about. But yeah, there's a lot of news this week in the entertainment world, whether it be gaming, whether it be movies, whether it be TV shows, football, sports, everything.
Yeah, everything.
The whole shebang.
A little bit of everything for you guys this evening.
Just a little bit.
So where do you guys want to start out?
Well, let's start off with breaking news and what... Oh, yeah, look at this.
Breaking news to Breaking Bad.
I see what you did there. So, yeah, supposedly today they announced that Vince Gilligan, the creator of Breaking Bad, is going to do a movie. And now it actually got announced today that they say they're going to do a movie about Jesse Pinkman, played by...
Aaron Paul.
Aaron Paul, thank you very much. So yeah, it's gonna be based on a movie on Aaron Paul, Jesse Pinkman, right after like the finale of Breaking Bad. So I don't know if Walter White's gonna be in the movie. Pretty sure. Spoiler alert: Walter White's dead. If you haven't seen the show at all, so I'm not sure if Bryan Cranston, aka Walter White, is gonna be in the movie. But I'm actually really intrigued that it's gonna be about Jesse Pinkman because I really like that character, even though. Some people
I like him too, bitch.
Yeah, bitch. Yeah, so it's definitely interesting. And besides, honestly, Vince Gilligan is such a great writer. I mean, not only Breaking.
What else did he write?
Well, he's doing Better Call Saul, which I think is a really good show as of right now.
Underrated?
I think so. I mean, it's not as good as Breaking Bad, which it's hard to come, because I honestly think that. Nothing comes close to Breaking Bad besides maybe Game of Thrones when it comes to TV shows, in my opinion. My opinion.
Okay. Whoa. Yeah. That's his opinion. And not everyone else's.
What do you think?
Was the best TV show?
Yeah.
I mean, that's hard to say.
Well,
in my opinion, 24 is better.
No.
Yeah.
No, I've seen 24. No.
How much of 24 have you seen?
I've seen the first season.
Dude,
that's it.
You can't.
You like even like yeah,
it,
like,
man.
What are you doing? Like really? Out of 8 seasons.
Yeah. Okay. He's been probably.
That's like. Hold on a second. That's like someone saying, "Yeah, Game of Thrones is all right. I've seen the first season."
Yeah. He's the problem.
Yeah. I mean, come on, man.
He's the problem with 24. It's a concept. There's no way so much happens in 24 hours. It's like ridiculous.
How do you know?
Yeah,
are you Jack Bauer?
Bro.
Are you a secret agent?
So it takes place in real time, right?
They showed a countdown.
When does he eat? When does he take a shit?
You know the
when
show
does
doesn't just follow Jack Bauer.
I would say when he's doing that, when it's focused on someone else.
No, he's always on he's always on the run or whatever, doing
for
something.
one full day.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yes, but it doesn't just follow him, dude. It follows like his daughter,
his life.
Yeah, there's other people that follow.
Dude, everything has
like.
Dude, there's like non-stop. Everything crazy happens in 24 hours. Like every hour, something crazy happens.
Yeah, but it's only like a day.
It's one full day.
Yeah,
it's one full day. You've been up for 24 hours in a day.
You've never been up for 24 hours?
I don't know about that.
And especially in his line of work, definitely 24 hours.
Wait, you've never been up 24 hours?
I might have been.
You've never
You've never stayed up like a 24-hour cycle.
What, have you?
Yes.
Like a
multiple times.
Like a sleepover or something like that. In fact, like, hey, yeah, I'm going to work this midnight release for a freaking movie because you used to go to the movies and, like, I'm so amped about the movie, I'm going to stay up.
Especially after some Red Bull and some BAMs. What are they?
Bang Energy?
Bang, yeah, Bang
fuck
Energy,
you
yeah.
on that one.
I don't know. I'm just saying, though, like, if it's going to be, like, real time 24 hours... I mean, to me, he has to take a piss break or something like to make it real. Does he?
The camera doesn't follow him.
The camera doesn't show him going to the bathroom.
You're acting like it's like a real a reality show where it's like the camera's like floating above Jack Bauer the whole time. It's not.
It's real time, 24 hours, right? 24 episodes in a season, 24 hours. I gotta see him eating a snack or doing something. Okay, if he's not doing that, it's not real.
Dude, you can't go 24 hours without eating?
No, I gotta have a snack.
No?
I I gotta have a
Jack
snack.
Bauer doesn't
Everybody
eat
has to have a
snacks.
snack, okay?
Jack Bauer
It's
doesn't
not
eat
real
snacks.
unless you have something to eat.
He's Jack Bauer.
I don't give a crap what he
Jack
is.
Bauer's snacks are beating up bad guys.
That's not enough.
And
Alright?
interrogating people.
That is not enough. He better eat something. He better take a piss. He better take a shit. If he's
Why are you so
I
intent
know.
on seeing a
because
man's
it's not real.
He's obsessed
It's
with
not
it.
real.
He
It's
has
not
to use the
real.
bathroom.
It's not real. Okay, you don't go
Okay,
24
then,
hours without doing
I
something.
have like what is it, cancer or whatever? Let me go ahead and make meth or whatever for like. Since I'm a science teacher, let me go ahead and make meth. and
Dude,
make
that
more
is a
money.
great show. You don't even know, bro. You don't
I've
even-
seen the show.
I don't
watched it
care.
from
That
beginning to
is a
end.
great show.
You've seen more than the first season.
Yeah, I've seen more than the first season.
Okay.
Dude, if you didn't see what was it? Was it season 3 or season 5 of
Which one?
24 that I'm thinking of?
That was
Like where
the
the
one.
first episode is just
Yes,
like
season 5.
What the hell?
Yes.
Okay, refresh me. I've seen them all, but I just don't
That's
remember.
the one where the president gets
Assassinated.
sniped,
Oh,
dude.
the
Like
window,
right in the
whatever.
first
Oh,
episode.
yeah. Oh, yeah. That's
Very
right.
first
That's
episode,
right.
you see the president get sniped, and you're like, "Oh shit!"
What?
And then he was like a major
Yeah, it's
character.
the
in the
guy
movie.
from the
Yeah,
Allstate
dude.
commercials.
Yeah.
Dennis Haithbert.
He was also what's the name in Major League, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
is Sorrento.
Sorrento, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's Sorrento, man.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah. So like,
Major League was good.
everyone remembers 24. Like, I don't exactly remember Breaking Bad that much to the point where I can recite lines. Only recite lines as far from Breaking Bad as like freaking, yeah, bitch, and like freaking like say my name. But say my name could be like a freaking Destiny's Child kind of thing.
You're gonna go. What you
Or
need?
Velveteen Dream.
What you need? I don't know what you want to do.
No, it was.
What you need, man? I got it.
Oh.
I enjoy Breaking Bad, and I think it's one of the better shows. I don't know. I can't say which one's better between Breaking Bad or
Okay,
24.
so here's a question.
Game of
Do you
Thrones.
Game of Thrones,
I would say
My
Game
opinion.
I would say Game of Thrones.
Best TV show.
But here's my question though about this. Not to say which one's better because that's based on opinion. But do you think they should make a film on Breaking Bad? Because the way they ended it.
No.
So you think
There's no
this is
need.
a little bit overboard?
It's a cash in.
I'm not gonna lie to you
Better Call
guys.
Saul
Money
is
grab.
overboard.
I haven't finished Sopranos yet, but I'd say Sopranos is my number 2 to Game of Thrones.
Sopranos is really good.
Sopranos is amazing.
I've only seen the first 2 seasons though. So
Yeah,
really
it's
good.
great writing
But
too.
They're really
Hey,
good.
I'll tell you the first season of True Detective. That's the stuff too.
That is all.
Have you seen that, Chris?
No.
Oh man, dude,
Great.
Matthew McConaughey is amazing in
Yeah,
that show.
that is a great show.
So they're making a movie.
How
Well, I
long
mean,
is the movie gonna be?
Right.
And is it only gonna be on
Well, I mean,
AMC or is it gonna be at the movie
I
theater?
think it's going to be in the movie theaters, from what it seems like,
feature.
right?
So feature film, huh?
I think so. Yeah, it's a feature film, but it's going to be about Jesse Pinkman after the whole like everything was over.
Wait, you mean
right?
actual in the movie theaters? You think?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Really?
I don't.
I think so.
That's what they were saying. Actually, I think we're gonna get there with
Yeah,
The
we're-
Walking
we're-
Dead,
we're
but I
gonna
think
get
those are
there.
supposed to be feature films as well.
But no, we're gonna get there. Don't worry.
Yeah, we'll get
We'll
there. But
Well, actually, hold on a second. We didn't bring this up, and it's not going to be in the slides. But how about Netflix putting out movies in the theater 3 weeks before they come to Netflix?
Yeah.
I think they had to do that.
For Oscars. That's
Yeah.
what because they want Oscars, and the movies in the Academy's not going to play
Yeah.
nice unless they release them in the theater. And I think that's why they did it.
Well,
well,
you got movies like
So-
Outlaw King or whatever they come out
Yeah.
this week with Chris Pine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That looks pretty promising, and then you got a couple others that like
What's the one from the Coen Brothers? That looks good.
that's in a couple weeks, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm not too sure.
So
The Dustet Brothers or some crap like that.
Yeah.
Oh, Step Brothers. They're talking about Step Brothers 2, by the way. Not to change subject, but they had that
Boats and hoes, man.
They're talking about Step Brothers 2. But okay, so the whole Netflix thing, bringing the movies out in theaters, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Who does that benefit?
Netflix.
Netflix.
It does.
Only
The
Netflix.
studio, they get the money from the theaters ticket sales.
No, Netflix will get the money.
That's what I mean. Netflix is
Yeah.
getting ticket sales. So why is the Academy so hell bent on them releasing movies in the theater?
Because
What do they get from
it's
it?
not going to hurt the film industry.
Because the film industry gets people out to go watch movies
Yeah.
at the theater. Because
Okay.
because the thing is if Netflix doesn't put their stuff on the theater,
Well.
there's a chance the theater will no longer cease to exist.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if
Let's-
Netflix is that
let's
big,
be real here.
but
So, yeah, kind of say, hold on. If that's
Yeah.
the case, well, whatever, dude.
but you know what though? Here, it's.
No, let Ryan say.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, man.
No,
My
what I
bad.
was saying was, if you make a good quality product in the movie theater, people are still going to see the movie theater. Are you saying Netflix is the only company that can make a good product nowadays that they're going to prevent people
not
from going to see
at
it?
not at all, but
that's what I'm saying then. So how
but
is that?
Netflix makes it so much easier. So
Yeah, well, you pay for that though.
No, but here's the thing. So you want to go watch I don't know, what's the next big movie that comes out?
I don't even
Creed. Let's say Creed 2.
Okay.
We all want to go to the theater and watch Creed
Yeah.
2. Now, if I could just stay at home and watch it on day one, why the hell would I go to the theater?
Well,
Exactly.
hold on. Who's making Creed 2?
No, I'm not.
MGM.
You're totally not getting what I'm saying.
But
Right.
but here's also the thing though.
I'm not.
Like Netflix also makes movies that come to theaters and never come on Netflix. Like say for instance, Hitman's Bodyguard was made by Netflix.
Was it
But-
really?
Yeah, but never came to freaking Netflix on.
It will eventually.
It will, but it's been over a year.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Now, see, that doesn't make sense either.
But
No, it doesn't.
But
But like,
that doesn't make sense to me. Like,
oh,
and this whole thing,
here's a question though, and besides Chris, who has the AMC Movie Pass, like how many times you go watch a movie in the theater? A year.
I would say on average I go once every other month.
well, since Hollywood 20 in Sarasota, Florida is $6 tickets all day,
Shameless plug.
I go see quite a few movies now in the theater.
Yeah, but you see because of the reduced price.
Well, absolutely.
You won't see it like if it's on a like weekend or whatever, right?
If it's like $13 for a ticket, no, I will not go.
No,
see
you
it.
will not.
But that's besides the point. Again, like what I'm saying is you're paying $13 or $12 for the Netflix service.
Yeah,
If it came out in the theater and Netflix the same day, what are you doing?
I'm staying home watching it.
Exactly. That's my whole
So,
point.
but that's Netflix. That's their movie. They can do whatever the hell they want.
I
with it.
understand, but
I don't understand what the theater has a
do
problem.
you realize Netflix like amount of original content compared to like other stations? What other station do you watch multiple series on?
Nothing. I don't watch a lot of TV anyway.
But you do on Netflix.
But I do Netflix. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
But I pay for
That's
that.
the kind of power they have, though.
Oh, but they're not stopping people from going to see the movies in the theater. If every Marvel movie comes out in the theater, which we all go see the Marvel movies, we're still going to go to the theater and see them.
But here's the thing. That's like one movie. That's
Okay.
like one brand.
True.
Yes, you have your DC. That's another brand.
If
Yes,
you're-
you have
hold on.
like Star Wars. There's another brand.
If
But
you're a hardcore moviegoer, like Mr. King,
Yeah.
you're going to have an AMC movie pass, or you're going to go see the movies in the theater. I'm not a hardcore moviegoer, so for me, I'm going to pick and choose what I see in the theater anyway.
But there's also that chance, though, that you're going to have a dwindling audience if you're putting out more and better content on a streaming service.
Okay, but whose fault is that to blame? You're going to blame Netflix for making a good product?
No, we're not blaming Netflix. We're
But,
blaming
but the Academy apparently is.
no,
Yes, but that's their thing, is the movie theaters. That's all we're getting at, is the movie theaters and the Academy are in bed with each other.
yeah.
Okay.
And
So-
so in order for your movie to get counted or like considered upon, you need to release your movie in the theater.
It's politics, dude.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
yeah,
all
that
it is.
is
It's
so
politics.
The
That
thing,
is so
the thing
stupid.
is,
Well, Ryan, why do you think you don't see blockbuster movies in the Academy for movie of the year? It's always indie films or like borderline.
yeah, because they're trying to like
Because
give
they're trying
them
to
more
amp them up.
publicity. Yeah, trying to give them
that's all it
publicity.
is, dude. It's a popularity contest
It
with
is.
that.
Right.
If you're too popular, they're not going to get your movie.
Like for instance, Infinity Wars will never get Academy Award except for special effects because they know people like in droves to go see it regardless.
Are you going to say Wonder Woman?
No, I was gonna say Mad Max did get a
Mad Max was terrible. Sorry, you heard it.
Dude, oh my god!
Mad Max Fury Road was nominated for movie of the year.
Yeah.
Just saying, but from
Just-
the Academy.
Shows you what movies came out that year.
But that's more of an indie film still.
But so was Wonder
What?
It is.
But so was
And so,
Wonder
like-
Woman.
It was an indie film before in Australia.
Wonder Woman was better than Mad Max, man.
But how was Wonder Woman
originally
nominated the
it's an
same
indie-
year as Logan came out?
Originally, it was a
And Logan wasn't.
indie film.
It doesn't matter what originally it was. It
Because
didn't
she
come
was
out as
a
originally.
strong female
Sorry,
role
guys,
in a
Okay, hold up.
masculine world.
Okay, now you talk about Wonder Woman. Sorry, guys, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you guys are fine.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, that's fine.
But no, I'm just saying though, like I feel like certain big movies or blockbuster movies are targeted by Academy and promoted in a sense for some reasons. Like for instance, Mad Max, because it's an Australian film maybe, and it's kind of like they don't have too many big Australian movies, so maybe that's why they put it in the they put it Best Picture. And Wonder Woman, Wonder Woman was the Best Picture, but it's best like original screenplay or some crap like that. I can't
No, it
remember.
was Best Picture.
yeah.
No, it was not.
No, it was not.
Yeah, it was.
You sure about that?
Positive. It was nominated for Best Picture.
I don't.
Now, doesn't
know
that kind of delegitimize the Academy then?
Yes. In a lot of people's eyes, it does.
It does mine, definitely.
It does mine. The fact that you don't see any blockbuster movies up there blows my mind. Like, how is Infinity War not going to be on there?
Right.
The funny thing,
I mean-
it's changed though, because when you think about it in the '90s, you had like movies like Forrest Gump and Pulp Fiction. Well, Pulp Fiction was an indie film kind of, but you have Forrest Gump. You had certain
Yeah, but Forrest Gump's an art house film.
It didn't get an E.
But
Are you sure?
Yeah, it didn't get none.
no, you're thinking of. I think you're thinking
Suicide
of Golden
Squad?
Globes. Thinking Golden
Oh,
Globes.
maybe I'm thinking Golden
Or
Globes.
some other things. You're thinking of that.
But either way, he got nominated over Logan.
Yeah, it did, but you're thinking of something
Which is
else.
ridiculous.
But
Both are good, but Logan was better.
the thing is, you got to look at it this way. Like, Saving Private Ryan was a big film. You can't say that was not an indie. That was a big.
No, that was a huge film.
And that was nominated for an Academy Award. So certain films are kind of.
Well, I mean,
That's like
like
Gladiator
Zero
too.
Dark 30 was nominated as well.
Yeah,
That
and
was
Gladiator was nominated for Academy. Won an Academy Award.
Braveheart.
Lord of the Rings won an Academy Award.
Well, the third one won the Academy Award. I guess they were trying to group them all together.
Well, they did. That's what it did. It's kind of more of like, oh, here you go, because it's such a great trilogy.
You
Here's
have
your,
one.
yeah, here's
Well,
your Academy
was it
Award.
not Dunkirk nominated?
No.
It was. No, it was, actually. It was nominated for Best Picture.
Yeah, it was actually. Yeah, wow.
So, yeah, there are certain movies that they kind of more target. So, like, movies like Infinity Wars or like Logan or like that, they won't do it because they feel... The thing is, the comic book industry, or the comic book movies are so saturated in Hollywood right now. They make all the money that they feel like that doesn't need any more attention, really.
Yeah.
You know, that's why I think. And I think it goes back to this, too. Is it me or Hollywood has run out of ideas? Now they're taking TV shows and making them into films.
They ran out of ideas years ago.
Yeah, they've been doing remakes and
But, I
whatever.
mean,
Why do you think they jumped on the video game industry so hard?
No, I agree.
And
But
stuff
they
like
haven't
that.
done a good job in the video game industry. They still have
They're
failed.
missing a huge market there.
They are
Yeah, they
missing
really
huge
are.
markets because they haven't done a video game. Except
Well,
for,
when someone does one and takes off like X-Men did, and then Spider-Man...
I
so
don't know
that-
why they haven't made an Uncharted movie with Nathan Fillion yet. That would be the
It's too late now. I mean, he's older.
They can still do it.
Chris Pratt then.
Uncharted 5.
No, Tom Holland's already cast as Nathan Drake.
Oh, did they?
Tom
Yeah.
Holland?
He's
Yeah.
too short.
He's too
He's
young.
already cast as him.
yeah, he's cast as young Nathan Drake, which
As a
I
kid,
think.
Nathan Drake?
Yeah.
What about old Nathan Drake?
They don't. I'm pretty sure they're going to do young Nathan Drake up until he's older.
You know, Tom Holland's great, but I don't know about that
There's-
role.
There's a Mario movie coming out from Illumination in 2020
Which
too.
is good. I agree with that. It should be animated. A
Oh,
Mario
absolutely,
movie
it should be animated.
Yeah, a Mario movie should
I
definitely
just
be animated.
here's the thing I think about Mario movie that's gonna be really hard to do. He doesn't talk, or
He
he
does.
doesn't talk. He doesn't talk a lot.
Yeah, you did, man. You watched the Super Mario Brothers Super Show?
Oh God!
Jesus
Come on,
Christ.
man.
That's
Super
not
Oh,
Mario
God.
Bros. 3, Super Mario World. They had a
That's
bunch of
not
cartoons of
Your
Mario.
arms from
From
side to
side.
side.
That's not a good example. I'm sorry.
Come on, it's time to go.
Do the Mario. Yeah.
Alright,
Anyways, let's move on to the Mayweather fight.
No, what fight?
Exactly. There is no fight.
He backed out.
Yeah, so supposedly Mayweather announced today, it's like, oh, I didn't know they had me in a fight. I never agreed to it, so no fight or whatever. So fight's off.
agreed to
He
the
did
terms.
agree to it.
And then he said he didn't agree to it.
Well, no, they changed the terms on him. That's why.
Oh.
They probably made it kickboxing, and
Yeah,
he
that's
probably
what I
didn't.
said,
He
yeah.
probably didn't want to get kicked.
Absolutely.
Okay.
He'll lose in a kickboxing fight.
Yeah, he will.
Oh, of course he will.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Within 2 months to train? Yeah.
The
Yeah,
thing
exactly.
about Mayweather, as great as a boxer he is, I mean, I don't consider him like top 10, honestly, in my opinion, for
In his
boxing.
weight class?
And no, I'm talking about top 10 boxers of all time.
Top 10?
I couldn't even
Really?
name you 10 boxers, so yeah, he's definitely in the top 10. of
Muhammad
my book.
Ali, Joe Frazier,
Muhammad
Mike
Ali, Joe
Tyson.
Frazier, Mike Tyson,
George Foreman because he has an amazing grill.
George Foreman.
Sugar Ray Leonard, Roberto Duran,
Jake LaMotta.
Jake LaMotta,
Roy
Marvelous
Jones Jr.
Marlon Hagler,
Roy Jones Jr.
Roy Jones Jr., and Hitman Hearns.
So you're saying he's not better than any one of those guys?
I don't think so because he hasn't really.
He beat
Dude,
Pacquiao.
He hasn't
He
done
beat
what?
Pacquiao when he was old.
It doesn't matter.
He beat Pacquiao when he was washed up. Okay, here's the thing about
Pacquiao's
Mayweather.
still winning
Did he
fights.
fight Oscar De La Hoya too?
When he was old.
Okay.
I'm just saying though, he
Hell,
knows
has
to
he
pick.
fought everybody in his weight class?
He probably has. I'm saying he's
So
what?
so
Was it his fault?
so should we consider Nick Foles and the Eagles beating Tom Brady? You know that doesn't count because he was old.
Yeah, he was old.
Okay, here's the thing, dude.
It doesn't count. Tom Brady was old.
Here,
Right.
you gotta understand fights. You know, like for boxing or MMA and all, like you pick to like whoever you're. You know, like let's say if you have an advantage of somebody, you're gonna pick that opponent, right? Let's say for instance you're a great grappler and the other guy maybe is great stand up, but he has no ground game. You might go over there and pick the grappler over the guy with the stand up. You know what I'm
Here's
saying?
the thing: if you fought almost everybody in your weight class and you've beaten everybody in your weight class, like
Mate,
John Jones. John Jones was a light heavyweight champion. He beat everybody in his weight class.
He did.
Who the hell was he supposed to fight?
And that's why
And he-
it's comical. I can't even watch Daniel Cormier fights because I already know John Jones beat him twice.
Yeah.
He
Right.
beat
So-
him,
so he's not
he beat
even
him
a-
twice on steroids.
Oh come on,
Oh,
dude.
yeah.
I don't care.
Whatever.
Are you
man.
sure it's
John
steroids?
Jones is
you
an
sure it's
idiot.
steroids? Or
John
was it
Jones
cocaine?
is an idiot. He was on something. He's done so many things to ruin his career.
He still has a career. He's fighting like this month.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
That's his
For
third
UFC?
chance.
For
Third
UFC?
chance.
Oh, he's back?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
fighting.
Yeah, UFC needs money, bro.
I know they do.
They do need money.
They need a name. That's
Dude.
what it is. They
Yeah,
need
and
something.
John Jones is the name.
Okay, we're talking about hit and run. We're talking about cocaine. We're talking about steroids, John Jones.
Hold on,
Yeah, so,
Rampage.
I mean-
hold on.
Oh,
Rampage
so-
Jackson
LP
did
did
the same
cocaine.
thing.
So,
Rampage Jackson did the same thing. He went on an actual rampage in Vegas or whatever it was.
yeah, but where's Rampage now?
Well, he's old as shit. Come
Oh,
on,
I'm
what?
just saying though, if John Jones was smart and he actually,
No one said he was smart, bro.
well, I'm just saying,
He's a hell of a fighter.
he's a hell of a
great
fighter.
fighter.
He
Yeah.
would have been a legend if he actually kept clean, but he's
If he
not.
comes back and still whoops everyone's ass, he will.
We'll
be there.
see.
Well, you know what? He'll still go down as a legend because no one ever beat him.
That's true. No one
Nah,
ever. He did have one
you-
loss from
yeah,
a disqualification,
Not-
but he did not lose because he was on the guy kicking his ass, and he came down like this with an elbow and disqualified him.
He has an asterisk in his record. Asterisk.
Oh,
What's the
God.
Asterisk.
Oh Lord.
Next is gonna
Anyway.
tell me Barry Bonds is
Yeah,
asterisk
exactly.
too.
Asterisk.
God.
You like all the players with the asterisks, right?
Why? Who cares, dude? But you can't tell me baseball in the late '90s wasn't more entertaining than it ever was. It was.
Baseball
so
was
who?
entertaining.
So who cares? Everybody was watching the home run race.
Yeah,
true,
but
that's true.
They
Dude,
were,
that's
but
true.
then like it was a huge drop after when they had those steroid scandals.
Yeah, it was only a huge drop because everyone stopped using them. It was better when
Because
everybody
they
was
ruined
using
the
them.
sport,
I agree.
man. It ruined
They
the
need-
sport.
they need to-
How did it ruin the sport?
It
made it
did.
more
It ruined the sport. Stop using them.
You know what? You know
It's-
what's funny
it's
about
like-
the only reason they did this whole steroids in the '90s is because of the freaking strike in the '94 or whatever, which everybody stopped watching after that. And of course, I bet you the MLB kind of, pretty much hey, go ahead, use steroids, like turn
We'll
a
get
blind
to
eye.
Des Bryant later. We'll talk Des
Look.
Bryant later.
Look, it's like a musician, an artist. Once they stop doing drugs, they kind of fall off. You know what I mean? There's a lot of bands that happen like that.
You know, there's some musicians. Now, unfortunately, I don't like to say he's kind of he has the legend status part right. I think what he's getting at, I hate to say it's because they died, but if Nirvana kept making albums, would they have the same mystique? If Jimi Hendrix kept making albums, would he have the same mystique?
Well, they died.
Musicians
in the
and
prime.
athletes are totally different, man.
What?
It's insane.
No,
different.
it's not.
No,
It's
talent. It's
musicians
talent.
are
Talent is
artists.
talent is talent.
They're artists.
So is fighting. Fighting's
Yeah,
an
fighting's
art.
an
But it's an athletic sport. It's a competition.
Which is still an
You're
art.
competing against somebody
It's still
else.
an
It's still an art.
But you're competing who's better.
It's
your
still
art.
an art.
So if I cheated, like in a game of basketball and all, would you consider me better than you?
You can't cheat and beat me, Pete.
I'm just saying, if I cheated, find a way to cheat, you consider me,
You
like,
can try to cheat.
I'm just saying,
Who's your
though.
favorite wrestler?
Eddie Guerrero.
Cheat to win was this man's motto. Cheat to win.
And actually, I have done that before in playing sports like No Mercy and all
Yeah,
that.
so
I
get
have
outta here.
cheated.
Yeah.
But anyway, going back to Mayweather. Mayweather's an idiot. I'm sorry, dude. He's just doing this to
You
get...
just don't like Mayweather.
I don't like Mayweather. I
Yeah,
never
so
like Mayweather.
no matter what he
I
does,
never liked
no matter
Mayweather.
what the man does.
No, I hated him since day one when he called himself Pretty Boy Floyd Mayweather because I want to see him get his.
And you know what? You're just Max. You never seen it happen.
It's right.
Yep, and
I
that's
wanted-
why you're pissed.
I wanted to be like Raging Bull.
Nah,
Like,
dude, you're
I
just,
wanted to be like he ain't pretty no more,
dude, you're the same way with all these athletes you don't like. As soon as you don't like an athlete, dude, you like
And
always
you know what's funny though? All the athletes I don't like, you like.
like who?
Like Barry Bonds, I don't really care about. Like I
He
don't,
was an amazing baseball player.
but he took steroids.
It doesn't matter.
It does matter. It does matter.
It does not matter.
It does matter.
It doesn't matter.
It does
I
matter.
agree with Chris.
Woo!
Anyway, yeah, I don't
fight's
like
not
Mayweather.
happening.
No, it's not happening, and he's not going to get knocked out, and it's a damn shame because I would have paid to see him get knocked out.
Oh, talking about a little smash. Let's go to the video game world, gentlemen. So, they... this is a Smash Direct. That's right, we haven't talked since the Smash Direct.
No, we have not. 'cause
So
it
they
happened on
announced the
Thursday.
final 2 characters?
Yes.
Three
technically.
characters? One was an Echo Fighter, which was Ken, which we all knew was coming.
Right. How to feel?
Still mad they didn't put Zangief in it. But
They
my
kinda did.
constellation prize of Zangief was a new Pokemon character, who is basically Zangief.
Incineroar?
Yeah, it's Incineroar. And I think it's awesome. I know you guys don't know who he is. I don't even know who he was before this. But I like the fact that he's a wrestling grappling character because they didn't have any in Smash Brothers.
You know what
really.
they could have put in there though instead of Incineroar? You have the game Pro Wrestling. They had Starman. They have like
Who the hell wants a who the hell's Starman?
Who the hell wants a
wrestling.
piranha? Let's ask that question.
We know who a piranha is.
Who the hell wants it?
I do.
Petey Piranha over here.
Petey Piranha. Oh yeah,
That's
number
his
one, man.
Ultimate Smash too. Petey Piranha comes down and starts
Yeah.
smashing things.
Oh yeah, I love it, man.
Oh Jesus
But
Christ.
it's great because it's so random. I feel like Smash characters like that, like Duck Hunt Dog. Like what the hell
Okay,
is that?
but see, no, but that makes sense because that's a nostalgic character from Nintendo's world.
So is a Piranha Plant.
No, Piranha, I'm not talking about Piranha. Yeah,
Oh,
Piranha,
okay,
I'm going back
okay.
to Incineroar. I'm going back to Incineroar. They have a game by Nintendo for the NES called Pro Wrestling. We can all play it on the Switch right now if you're a member.
I'm sorry, I'm
going
going to go in Chris's defense here. This is the Chris defense. Get your retro shit out of here and let's get some new shit in here.
Yeah.
But Nintendo,
There you go.
Hold on, no.
That is the
Yeah.
Chris
No,
defense.
stop. No, there's no Chris defense on this one because Nintendo, this is all about their retro shit. This is all about Nintendo fan service.
It is
This is
fan
all
service. I agree.
Nintendo stuff, dude. Come on, you know
Okay,
that.
it can be all Nintendo fan stuff, but you also going to add some shit that young people may want to get into as well.
Who the hell likes Incineroar? I've never heard a young kid be like, oh man, I got Incineroar. Go Incineroar!
Bro, you just don't know about the Pokemon then.
Do you not play
Hey,
Pokemon
you know what?
Go?
No, I don't play Pokemon
You know what,
Go.
Okay,
though?
so that's your
I
problem.
play Pokemon Go.
Dude,
I do.
Incineroar's pretty badass because he suplex bitches, man.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, but so does Pro
Suplex
Wrestlers.
City, bitch.
Dude, you're like the maybe like one in the
I
like
know.
100,000 people that played this. Like, no, I'd probably overshoot.
Wait a minute,
this.
so-
Play Pro Wrestling.
Dude, the only person I know that's Starman's from Earthbound, the alien dude.
That's what they're saying, wasn't it? That's what he got transformed into later on.
So wait a minute. So you want to see Starman over Incineroar?
Yeah, just because we only have 1,000 Pokemon in the game already, I would like
We
to
don't
see
have
it.
1,000.
What?
3.
No, there's more than 3. There's Greninja,
Lucario,
Lucario,
Pikachu,
Pikachu,
Pokemon Trainer.
Jigglypuff.
Jigglypuff.
Yeah, so you got 3 with Pokemon Trainer right
Charizard.
there. Charizard,
wait,
Squirtle,
yeah.
and...
But hold on a second. You have just as many.
Hold on. We're not even talking Pokemon assist balls that come out, and now we're
Wait,
talking a
wait,
whole another. Like,
But you know
50,
what?
60
At least there's
Pokemon.
more assist trophies this time around
That's
than
right.
Pokeballs.
That's
is-
yeah.
which is awesome. But hold on a second. Let me just say something. There's so many damn Fire Emblem characters in the damn game,
That too.
and they're all Echo characters.
Yeah, so
that's so at least the Pokemon are different.
So why not include like a pro wrestler or even Urban Champion?
Urban Champion.
Put them as an assist trophy. That'd be kind of fun.
Okay, I can see that.
You know, Urban Champion's coming to the
of
Arcade
course it
Classics
is.
next week
Of course it is.
from
dude.
Hamster.
Oh yeah, I'll be all over that one.
Shauna says that she's heard of Incineroar and that many kiddos in the elementary school she works for play Pokemon in one form or another.
So they're pretty excited for Incineroar.
So you have your characters, your old ass Game & Watch stuff.
Look.
You know what you grew up on.
Look,
I mean, I know they don't have chess pieces in there that you grew up on,
We're
or
gonna talk
Paul
about Game
or
Watch?
whatever.
We're talking Game Watch?
no, we're not talking
We're
Game
talking
& Watch.
today. Little news of Game & Watch went down.
I don't even understand it. Was it
Okay.
the bell?
Okay, God, this is so stupid.
no, it's not. Yeah, I know what you're
It
talking about.
is beyond stupid. Let's be real. Back in the day, there was a game for Game & Watch that involved cowboys and Indians, right? And one of the characters of Game & Watch, when he went back with a tomahawk, he had a feather in his hat. He represented the Indian, right?
Yeah.
Well, nowadays, some people, not sure who they are, but it doesn't matter,
Racist.
were very offended by this feather in his Game & Watch profile. So Nintendo just did the nice thing, and they took it out.
So is there at least a tomahawk in there still?
I don't know. Probably that's gone too.
Well, wait a minute though. Did he have that before?
Oh yes, he had to be.
I never even noticed that.
No one cares
Because I never even
no
noticed
one
it.
cares. Because even if you did notice it, no one cares. You know, that's the point.
Well,
Like,
one person
yeah,
cared, right?
somebody,
One person.
Somebody
Someone
cared.
put it out. I was like, hey,
Well, no.
you see this? This is some bullshit right here.
Does he still throw bacon or whatever, sausage or
Yeah,
whatever?
dude, that's the best attack he has anyways. That or the chair.
Yeah, into the chair.
The chair is the most classic weapon of all time.
Oh,
Let's
yeah,
be
dude.
honest here.
Yeah, dude.
If you're in a fight, the chair.
The chair.
As long as he has those, I don't care.
No, it's not a big deal. It's not even. It doesn't take anything away from the character. It's just stupid. That's all.
Did
That's
we
all
mention
I'm
the
saying.
other character? Incineroar?
Incineroar? Oh,
And
and the
Ken.
Piranha. And Ken.
Oh, and Petey Piranha. Was Petey Piranha the third?
No, he was the last one they announced. No, he's not Peter. It's Piranha Plant with Peter.
I thought there was another one.
No,
Am I
they
mi-
announced.
Oh, that was it?
That was it.
No, it was Ken,
Okay.
Incineroar, and
And then
Piranha
there's
Plant.
5 characters that are going to be DLC. That we
Now
don't
here's
know
a
about.
question: who do you think are the 5 DLC?
I don't know.
Well, Sakurai, Sakurai, is that his name?
Yeah.
He said that they were all chosen by Nintendo. So, does that mean that it has to do with Nintendo-based games?
Yeah, probably.
Or is that mean that it's still
Nintendo
Up
went
in
out
the
and
air.
got the characters they wanted. I think. For the
okay?
game.
So Banjo-Kazooie,
Rayman,
probably.
Rayman.
You think Rayman's going to be the
I think
Ubisoft?
it's going to be
Rayman.
third party. It's a couple third party.
I
ones.
think 3 Nintendo characters, 2 third parties.
So
I think they're
Rayman and
I can see
Banjo-Kazooie
Banjo-Kazooie.
will be the 2
Uh,
third parties.
I think
Unless
also.
they're
Let's
ukulele,
see.
but that throw things are a bone.
Who?
I don't know about
They couldn't
ukulele.
get Banjo-Kazooie. They get
Ukulele would be pretty cool, but I see it as an assist trophy.
It'd be-
Yeah,
Yep.
I'll say assist
Yeah.
trophy too. True. I mean, too. Let me think. What else can?
What do you guys think about the battle pass? You getting it?
I'm getting it.
Yeah,
I'll get it.
$25, right?
I'm already
Yeah.
paying $150 for the damn game, so I might as well just get it too.
There you go.
Well, here's the
That's
thing.
the attitude.
Do you have a Pro Controller for your Switch?
No,
Oh,
that's
okay.
what I'm getting at.
Yeah, well then, yeah, definitely.
I'm pretty sure they should announce the characters. Hopefully by E3 they'll announce what the characters.
I heard a rumor that they might put the lead character from Dragon Quest 11 in it.
was a playable character.
The
Yeah.
Luminary?
DLC.
Yeah,
It's like a Fire Emblem character if they really want to do that. I mean, they could, but
but maybe that's like maybe since Square's putting like every single one of their games ever made on the system.
Well,
that's true.
and that's what I'm saying though.
Or it could be Sephiroth.
Oh, man.
I want to see
Oh.
Sephiroth being.
Rathalos.
Whoa.
Who's that?
Rathalos.
Well, that he's an assist trophy.
Who is?
Yeah,
Rathalos.
Rathalos. He's an
Who's
assist
that?
trophy. The dragon.
Dragon from Monster Hunter.
Yeah.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
the assist trophy.
Assist trophy.
Dude, no, Sephiroth will be amazing. Actually, you have Cloud and Sephiroth.
Right, Cal-
Yeah,
Sephiroth.
that
You
would
know
be
what?
epic.
I think they might actually do that because
You-
that would definitely get.
You know what I would love to see? I know it'll never happen in a million years.
What?
I would love to see the ninjas from Mortal Kombat.
Oh,
Because they
that
could do
would-
echo characters of all of them. Dude,
well,
if they could somehow
No, but they're
pull
not
it
really-
off and do Sub-Zero, Scorpion,
But they're-
Reptile.
but they're not really
is it
Echo,
Noob
though.
And then
Saibot?
you can have Ryu versus Scorpion, like in Smash.
That's
Brothers.
what I'm saying, dude. Like, that would be, like, the ultimate.
That would be.
Well, that's
awesome
why
if they
it's
could
so-
pull that off somehow.
You know, I feel like that's why Smash Bros. Is such a great game because it's endless.
Well,
It
right.
really is endless when you think about it. Because as the way they added these characters, like first they added Snake and they added
Do you think...
Ken and Ryu and Cloud. It's like it really is endless when it comes to adding these
You
characters.
think they'll put a Blizzard character in it?
They could. You never know.
Yeah,
I heard
don't-
they said they wouldn't mind putting, like, Blizzard. They asked Blizzard, and they said they would like to put Diablo in it.
I can see that as our assist trophy.
Diablo?
Yeah.
That would be cool.
As an assist
I mean,
trophy.
they did get Diablo on the system, so Nintendo
I look at it
usually
this
has
way.
to do a little give and take.
If Bayonetta is in Smash Bros., I think Eddie.
Yeah, any mature character could really be in Smash Brothers.
How are they ever going to top this game? Like,
It's called Ultimate, Ryan.
I understand it, but no, I get it. But like next
What comes
gen,
after this?
right? What comes after the Ultimate? Are they no, this is it? I mean,
No,
more
because
Smash
like
Brothers,
it's
or-
still they can still add more characters.
Well, they have all the ARMS characters.
Yeah,
I mean,
man.
they
that's
have
assist trophy.
ARMS
Dude,
is.
look at all the assist trophies. So all those assist trophies become playable characters.
Oh,
Like Zero,
right.
like Shovel Knight.
Oh,
You had the indie games too, like Shantae. That's
Yeah,
another character.
Shantae's assist
oh,
trophy.
really?
Yeah. Oh, is she? No, I don't think
I
she
thought
is.
she was assist
No,
trophy.
I don't
They're
think
just
she
calling
is.
up every company. Look, man, can I get your
Oh,
character?
no,
Can I
no.
get your character?
I'm sorry.
Can I get
She's
your
not,
character?
she's
That's
not
all
an
they're
assist
doing.
trophy.
There's
She's a
so many
spirit.
damn characters
She's a
on
spirit,
there.
yeah.
Yeah, let
But
me
I'm
get your
sa-
character in my game.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
But
dude.
it really is because there's so many endless characters. This game can go on forever and never get old. It's really honestly on
Could you-
Sakurai.
I'll be honest with you guys. I think Banjo-Kazooie is cool. Master Chief would be the top. Like, that would be
if
the...
they get Master Chief, as even though he really wouldn't fit in the game, I don't think
But,
very well.
dude,
Freaking Snake's in the game!
I know, but I'm just saying he wouldn't fit in very well. But that would be a cool pickup. I think that'd be an awesome pickup, actually.
Well, what character do you think will like literally be like? How did it do that? Like blow everybody's
Kratos.
mind? Kratos? Yeah, Kratos
Yeah.
would be. Yeah.
Kratos would be a
Yeah.
cool one.
Yeah, I think get Kratos, that'd be crazy too.
Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah, that'd be.
Well, you know
Who
that's
knows?
a perfect one. Yeah.
We're all supposed to
Actually,
find out.
any of like Sly Cooper or
Any PlayStation
Jack,
because like
Spyro,
Crash
Crash.
Bandicoot would
Yeah,
definitely.
any of those would be really cool.
I could see Crash.
Crash.
Crash would be a great.
I can see that too.
So Sean would like to know, why do gamers dislike many phone games?
phone game. Well, why do we like mobile games? Well, one, they're usually pay to win. Majority of them are pay to win.
Can you explain to me what pay to win means in case our audience doesn't understand that
Well,
concept?
like it says, pay to win. The more money you pay, the more chances you get to get better stuff and win.
So
I
it's
mean,
like
take its advantages.
like Fortnite, right?
No,
No,
Fortnite
no.
not pay to win at all. Fortnite, you just pay for skins. They don't help you at all.
Gotcha.
Yeah, they don't give you
if
any advantage.
If you look at games like in the past, like as far as last year wise, when the console stuff came out, when in fact like Shadow of War, Battlefront 2, a couple other EA games that were
What's
benefited.
Shadow of War? Is that Lord of the Rings?
Yeah. That benefited because of the fact that, like, if you paid more into the game, you're pretty much going to pretty much RNGesus and hoping the fact you get this special item or whatever.
Yeah, of course.
Well, look at it like Battlefield. Battlefield's a prime example. You can earn every weapon and stuff as you work and progress your way up through the levels.
Yeah.
Or you can buy the battle pack or whatever for that character and have everything unlocked from already if you pay more money. So now, when you have everything unlocked, you have a bigger advantage than that person playing the same class trying to work their way up.
Yeah. Or even Shadow of War, example-wise, the fact that you have your own war, right? And then you can pay more money to get better equipment for your guys, or even a top guy, so that your shit
That sounds
wasn't gonna
so
run over.
cheap.
It is.
It is.
It
That's why,
sounds
and that's why
so
gamers don't like it.
Cheap.
So her argument was that you can work at games and you win, just not as quickly.
Yeah,
Right,
pretty
you
much.
can do that, yes.
The idea is to enjoy the game.
I agree. But you have people that have more money than they know what to do with, and they just buy whatever they want.
So I was playing for a little while the Disney Kingdoms game, which is it's kind of like it's a theme park builder thing. But what I didn't like about it is it had a lot of the time stuff in it, or you can pay to unlock.
Right.
So I stopped playing it because I realized I can never unlock anything unless I put money into this game. So I'm like, screw this. Like, this isn't even fun because I know I'll never unlock everything.
Wasn't it like Farmville the same way or something?
Yeah, it was similar to Farmville
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
that.
Or even like Candy Crush sometimes
But
does
they make a lot of money.
They-
People
they
pay
do.
a lot of money for this
I
stuff.
don't get that. I don't get people that do that pay to win stuff and they'll actually put money into it. I can't. See, I guess they would say the same thing about us though, because the same people probably say I can't see how you can pay $60 for a new game. But we have no problem doing that because we know we're getting a complete experience.
Right,
Yeah,
you're getting
exactly.
a full game. Yeah,
Exactly.
You buy Red Dead Redemption for $60, you can hear Dave's money worth. I don't give a shit what
Yeah.
you saying was that.
I mean, really, I can't think of a game I paid for $60 that I wasn't really happy with because I kind of do my research and make sure.
Now we do our research, but like before, like we would buy a game, we're like, oh shit, that only lasts like 8 hours, 6
Well,
hours.
I think we have a better understanding of what we're gonna like and what we're not gonna like.
I'll be
before we
honest
get it.
though, like even back in the day, I used to look at a video game magazine, so you just see the ratings on video games.
Unfortunately, only had like 3 or 4 magazines.
We
though,
had
at the time. So you-
Game Pro and
Yeah.
Electronic Game Monthly or whatever. Yeah,
Nintendo Power.
And Nintendo Power.
Game fan.
Yeah.
I used to go over there.
So you had to figure out which reviewer were kind of.
Or you know what's awesome about back in the day?
Sushi
Blockbuster, because I used to rent games to see if I liked them or not.
Well, there's still Redbox.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, they have this great thing on the Xbox called the Game Pass, and they have a thing on the PlayStation called PS Now. Basically the same thing.
But PS Now is a little overpriced. If they drop it to $10, I'd be all over it.
Game Pass is awesome, though.
$10. That's what it should be.
$10 a month, you get 100 games,
That
dude.
is the price.
And
That's
you can play them anytime you want.
Right.
I mean, because
And it comes with the Microsoft games on launch.
Yeah,
Any
on launch.
Microsoft game, day it comes out,
that
you
is
get
awesome. But I gotta admit though, as a gamer, like playing, growing up playing games, sometimes renting or whatever makes you like. Sometimes you fall in love with the game, and sometimes you don't. You play a game for a weekend, and then you're like, oh, this game is, it's like all right. And then other games, I'm like, I gotta buy it just because I really enjoy playing it.
Shauna said there are a lot of games that aren't like that, though. You can get a full experience 6 months later for cheaper, and same idea as working harder rather than playing.
Yeah,
but if you're a hardcore gamer, you don't wait till 6 months.
Well, and here's another.
You don't wait.
There's
I mean,
some
that's
things. So, for instance, Red Dead or Tomb Raider or Spider-Man,
Skyrim,
those are.
He
I'm
loves Tomb
just
Raider.
mentioning games that came out in the
Yeah, I
last
bet
3
you
months.
are.
Anyways, I mentioned 2 other games, and I thought I was a Nintendo fanboy. Anyways, Tomb Raider's not even on a Nintendo console.
Yeah.
Anyways,
She'll be Smash Brothers, don't worry.
so, that would be awesome.
Whoa, that would be kind of cool.
So, anyways, what I was trying to say is, I could see like all those single player experiences. I could see those as games you can wait till they drop, especially from Ubisoft or EA.
Yeah.
If any game comes from Ubisoft or EA, those games are dropping in price in like a week. Like no joke. Even Tomb Raider, which came out 2 months ago, is already $40.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it came out the same time as Assassin's Creed and freaking Red Dead and Call of Duty.
Yeah.
And then Spider-Man was like a couple weeks before it. So yeah, it's gonna get freaking like.
Now I could see. Now what I was getting at though was games like Battlefield or Call of Duty, which I really don't play, but I can understand paying $60 on day one because you need to start leveling your character on day one.
Black Ops 4. Awesome. If you guys haven't played Call of Duty in a long time and you're sick of Call of Duty, try Black Ops 4. Black Ops 4. It completely
Way
brings
better than Black Ops 3.
Oh, dude, 3 sucked. I didn't like it.
How is it compared to 2?
It's the best I feel since 2.
Really?
Since 2, the best.
Okay, yeah, I
Call of
played
Duty.
Black Ops 3, man. I hate the jumping.
No, it sucks, dude.
So
It's so
stupid.
stupid. They turn it into like Titanfall Call of Duty.
Yeah,
It just
I hated
doesn't make
it.
sense.
Yeah, I
No.
didn't like
No,
it.
it's back to boots on the ground. Everybody's.
Well,
grounded,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
because
So-
I like the fact like your stealth and all that, and you know.
So
Like,
Matt said Redbox should expand the game options because that would be awesome.
Yeah,
They
that's
should.
true.
They
That's
should.
true. They should.
What do they have right now for game options?
It's very low selection.
Very, very low selection and like mainly heavy hitters.
Yeah, just a big title.
So like
very
Madden,
low selection. Madden,
Red Dead.
Call of Duty.
2K, Red Dead Redemption.
How many days do you get them for?
One.
One.
And how much does that cost?
$2 is this one?
$3?
Oh, $3. I think
$3
$2.
for one day?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then like if you,
See, that's
if
what
you
I'm
keep
saying,
it for,
though,
if you
man.
keep it for the month, I think it's
Well-
like $72 or whatever.
oh
you
my
can just
god!
buy the
Are you,
game.
yeah, why don't you just buy the game, man?
Well,
They
sometimes
charge you for the game.
sometimes you
you
forget.
forget.
Yeah, they did basically charge
But-
you. But here's the thing: for $3, what you do is you got to rent that game on a day you have off, where you can dedicate time playing to it. And if you like the game, then you go buy it. You know what I mean? If you don't like it, you just wasted $3.
I'll tell you
on
what,
the
if it's a single player game and in the campaign's like 8 to 10 hours, that's a perfect plan because you can beat the game and
That's
build
it.
it in
Yeah,
like
exactly.
Right.
8 to 10
I
hours.
mean,
I
like,
mean-
yeah, when we went to GameStop, I checked out what Kane and Lynch 2 and brought
Yeah.
it back the same exact day.
Jesus, right? This guy.
How many times you beat Spider-Man so far, Chris?
Only once, because I mean,
That's sad, man.
That's
Oh,
all the games.
You are slacking,
disappointed.
man.
Oh.
All the games to play. I'm playing through Red Dead. I'm 45 hours in Red
Oh
Dead.
my god!
You should be on your second playthrough already. What are you doing?
This game takes forever.
You're getting old, man.
Did you beat Spider-Man yet?
Oh, I did Spider. Oh yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
But I'm just gonna say that proves my point that I wish Blockbuster was still around because.
No, you don't.
Yeah. No, you don't.
Well, I mean, I'm.
Netflix drove the dagger into that heart.
Yeah, it did.
See, movie theaters are next, Rhino.
Well,
No, no,
If-
no, 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 no,
if-
no, 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 no,
If
no,
all
no.
the major
No.
hold on, if all the major movies that get released came to like Netflix or Hulu or something like that, whatever. Then.
Nothing
is what it
can,
is.
nothing can beat the theater experience.
I agree.
In my
No,
opinion.
you're right, but hold this, it can because nowadays we have 4K televisions, surround sound systems in our homes. We can have 4K Blu-rays, and you're sitting there in the movie theater.
And you know,
I
like,
don't, hold on. I don't give a shit. Were you seeing a movie like Bohemian Rhapsody and you listen to the music in a
5.1, 7.1 surround sound
in
in
an IMAX theater? That is very different.
Crank that shit up in your house.
That is very different from a freaking regular theater.
Yeah, it's just loud. It's just loud.
It's clear.
It's loud and clear. 'Cause it's very loud.
Which is perfect for a musical movie.
Right, but you can still do that in your house. You have a stereo system. I'm sure you crank it up, and
No,
it's very loud and clear.
No, I just have headphones.
Oh well, then whatever it is, what it is. You know what I'm saying? But you can do that in your house. That's what I'm saying.
Nothing beats the theater experience, though. Nothing can.
except
Yeah, it does.
loud people or
Overpriced
annoying
popcorn,
people.
overpriced drinks,
Hey,
annoying people.
let's say what the best part about the theater is. I wouldn't know Peter Shauna if we were never worked at the theater.
That is true. All right, so are we done with Smash?
I
Or
think, yeah.
going to
Hey,
the-
you know what's crazy though? The place where we met is that of where me, you, and Chris all met is
Yeah.
no longer there.
Yeah,
That's true.
What,
that
they
is
close
true.
that down?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
gets shut down.
yeah, we weren't working there anymore. All right.
Oh, speaking of Bohemian Rhapsody, go
Yes,
ahead, Chris. You
yes.
just watched this today, right?
Just watched this today, a couple hours ago. This movie was freaking amazing.
Number one in the box office, right? How much?
$55 million.
$55 million.
Wow,
Good
really?
Lord, that's a lot of money.
Now, it would have made more.
If it didn't get mediocre reviews.
Exactly.
Yes.
A lot of people saying the fact that this was just a formulaic biopic.
See, here's my problem with that. Like, everybody that I've heard that has gone to see the movie says it's amazing.
Yeah.
So, who
So
cares
those
what the
damn
viewers
critics,
So
right?
all three people.
Again,
Those damn critics.
all three people.
I'm making a joke, Ryan.
no,
It's
no,
a
no, Ryan,
joke.
Say what?
Just say what you want to say. Those damn critics.
They suck once again.
Yeah, they try to let us pick what
They're
we
trying
want
to bring the man down.
Yes, trying to brainwash you to watching certain movies, huh?
No, I think what happens is with movie critics, is a lot of those critics wouldn't want to see this movie, so they're going to give it a bad review no matter what, because they don't have any interest, but they have to watch it because that's their job. So then you get the ones that do
Who
like
doesn't
them.
like Queen?
To be honest with you, my mom did not know who Queen was.
What?
Before I saw
Did
this,
she enjoy it?
no, she didn't go see it.
Oh,
with me,
oh,
but
oh.
like, she's like, "What movie did you go see?" I said, "Bohemian Rhapsody." She's like, "What the fuck is that?" And explain it to her, and I played some of the music. It's like, "Oh, they made that? Oh, I did not know that at all." I was like,
Well, I mean,
what?
the
You,
thing
you
is,
play some We Will Rock You for her?
Yeah, I did actually.
Yeah, we are the
thing is-
champions?
you might not know. Maybe some people might know Queen, but you know the songs.
Yes, they know the
absolutely.
songs.
You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
definitely know the songs because And personally, to me, I think Queen is probably one of the top 5 bands of all time. Because, you know...
I can't really argue with that.
No.
Really, when you think about it, like...
The guy's an amazing singer. That's
he's
really
an
what it comes.
amazing singer.
And the band was just a good song.
All their songs are catchy, very like radio friendly. And dude, like when you think about it, when you watch any football or basketball or hockey, what songs are playing? Usually, one of their songs are playing.
Or AC/DC.
Or AC/DC.
Lots of AC/DC in the sports arenas as well.
Or Queen. You know, because like
Queen
think
and
about
AC/DC.
Well, We Will Rock You is the traditional sports like.
Yeah, it is.
anthem,
It
you know what
is.
I mean?
Well, that and We Are the Champions.
Yeah.
Right. Well, yeah. Well, there you go.
Exactly.
And this movie was so good. Like, I really do think that Rami Malek would be considered
Academy Award winning.
for Academy Award winner. The last 20 minutes of this movie was this concert.
That is Mr. Robot.
Yes. Yes. it
Holy
is.
crap!
Oh, you didn't know that?
No.
Yeah, it's Mr. Robot.
That is Mr. Robot. Yes.
He's a good actor.
Yeah, he is.
I seen Mr. Robot. It's a really good show, and he does
Yeah,
really.
I liked Fight Club too the first time.
Fight Club, the TV show.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, I could not tell the fact if it was actually his voice or Freddie's voice.
Did he actually sing?
Yeah.
That's
That-
amazing.
Okay,
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is amazing.
I could not tell.
that is amazing.
The last 20 minutes of this movie was just that concert.
And he's actually singing.
Yes.
For real.
For real.
That is
I
definitely.
was really fucking impressed.
And you know, he might be up for Academy Award. You never know. He might get nominated, even though the movie might get mediocre reviews. Not to say I agree with it, but he might get it because I've seen actors get that for like. I think I'm trying to think which movies like certain actors got it for movies that have been mediocre reviewed. I know Will Smith and Concussion. A lot of people were like vouching for him to get nominated.
I like that movie.
Yeah.
I just think it's time people start seeing movies they want to see and not worry about the
Well,
reviews.
then do it. Go see
that's
it.
what I'm saying.
Don't base it on reviews.
I'm going to say. That's why I didn't even look at the reviews. I'm gonna,
I mean, but it
I
didn't
plan
really
to go see
affect
it.
that many people because it still was number one in the box office with
Well,
55
because of the
million.
older generation.
Well, it
Now,
doesn't-
who that'll affect is a younger generation that's never heard of Queen or who knew what they are. or
I'm
anything
pretty
like
sure, like I said, if you haven't heard of Queen, you heard their songs.
that. Well, yeah.
There's no way
but
you have
don't
not
go
heard
to
their-
a movie about Queen not knowing who Queen is.
Yeah, exactly. Because I know Bohemian Rhapsody played everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
Well, back in our day, especially after Wayne's World.
Oh, man.
Oh my God!
Which is
Yeah.
actually funny because Mike Myers is actually in the movie.
Get out of here!
Yeah.
He came out of retirement?
Yeah, pretty much. He was
Well,
like
they're talking Austin Powers 4.
he played what was it?
Get out of
He
here!
played it like a guy who wouldn't sign them. Wouldn't sign Queen. He's like, no one will play Queen.
That's hilarious, actually.
Whoops.
But so definitely, what do you give it out of 10? What do you give it?
Honestly, I have no problems with this movie.
So 10 out of 10.
Honestly, yeah. I have no problems whatsoever with
Did
this
you
movie.
see the Bradley Cooper movie?
I did.
Which one do you like better?
This one.
Wow.
I probably would too. I like Queen more than I like Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper.
I actually really want to see that movie though.
I mean, it's a good movie, but
I'm
like,
sure it is.
I think this one tops it. Now I'm actually even more curious into the Elton John movie that's coming out.
Is it the same people doing it? Or?
It's with the guy from
Kingsman.
Kingsman, yeah.
Yeah,
It's Taron
yeah.
Egerton or whatever.
Yeah.
Egerton.
Which is funny though
He's
because
a great singer too.
Yeah.
is he?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he does.
Dude, he did the Elton John song and sing.
Yeah.
It's so
Okay,
weird when
okay.
they come up with a movie based on a person who's still alive. Like,
Oh, you mean like The Blind Side?
Yeah,
Or you mean
yeah.
like Ray Charles
How-
when
well,
Ray
right. It's
Charles-
just, it's
Blind
just
Side's
weird.
even weirder. The dude's still playing football. They're making a movie about him.
Right, that's a little weird. Yeah, that's
Is he still playing? I don't think so.
Yeah, he is.
Oh really?
Yeah, he's on the
Ravens?
No,
No.
he's on the.
He was
No,
on the
he's on
Seahawks
the-
for a little bit.
He might still be on the Seahawks. Panthers, maybe?
Michael Orr, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. We have to look it up.
But anyway,
Well, okay, so highly recommended from Chris. Go
Yes,
watch it. Don't
definitely.
listen to critics. So go watch Queen.
never.
Also, this weekend I will be seeing The Girl in the Spider's Web, maybe The Grinch, and Overlord this Friday. So I'll probably be doing a review.
3 movies, man.
Yeah. I'll
Doing
probably
it-
do reviews on
Yeah,
all.
Spiderweb. I mean, I'm kind of upset it's not Rooney Mara, and
It's getting very, not bad, but it's at 55% run.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, it's not David Fincher. That's the problem.
I really like Dragon Tattoo.
Yeah, but it's David. That's because like basically that book was written for David.
And you know what's
Fincher.
funny though? I saw both movies, and I think I like the David Fincher one better.
Both the Dragon Tattoo. I've only seen the original one. I've never seen the
The one Rooney Mara. The one Rooney Mara is
The
amazing.
original one. Whichever one the original one was.
So the one from Sweden.
Yeah, the one
the
from
non Rooney Mara one.
Actually,
Yeah.
I think I like the Rooney Mara better.
Yeah.
Even though like they're very similar, both films, I actually think that one's a better movie. Just
production wise,
production-wise,
more money behind it.
It's kind of slow though, but like I understand what you mean by it.
Yeah,
And this one like seems like it's very Fincher-esque.
it is. Yeah,
but it's not like Fincher.
Yeah, that's the
Right,
problem.
exactly.
It's like many tried to be Fincher, but Fincher is Fincher. Like,
thing
dude,
about
look at Gone Girl. That movie's amazing.
yeah, it's his touches.
Oh yeah,
Dana's been trying to get me to watch that.
dude,
but
watch that movie.
Yeah,
okay,
no,
okay.
you know what it is?
You have to watch Social
Dana.
Network too.
No, that's a great movie too. But it's his touches
I'm
as a
gonna watch Gone
director.
Girl.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's his touches because I watching both movies, and they're both good. But seeing his version of Dragon Tattoo, it's certain touches he has in the movie. I think one of the coolest touches he had was in the when you find out who the real killer is.
Yeah.
And Dana Craig's underneath in the basement with the real killer, and the song and everything about it is really creepy.
He is amazing with his shots and his creepiness and his
Yes,
suspense.
his suspense, his creepiness, everything about it. He does such a great job with that. That's why I think his movies are so good because of that.
I love Zodiac. As
Yeah,
well.
no, they have Zodiac, Gone Girl, The Game, Seven, Fight Club. I mean, you name it.
Who are our top 5 favorite actors and actresses?
Oh my goodness.
I gotta be honest with you. I don't
Top
have
6? How about that? But I mean, oops.
Come on, Pete.
Sorry.
But I mean, oh man, like that's so tough. Like what? Like Jack Nicholson?
Jack Nicholson's definitely up there for me, hands down.
I mean, I like Brad Pitt a lot.
Oh, why don't we just go down the line?
Okay, go ahead.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh, he's really good. I would pick that. For me, it's Jack Nicholson. I'll say Jack Nicholson.
Denzel Washington for sure, dude.
Yeah.
Denzel's amazing.
Denzel is amazing.
Not Forrest Gump. Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks is amazing. Either De Niro or Pacino, whichever you can pick. I mean, I love them.
I don't know, man. They both annoy me.
Yeah.
Really?
Nowadays, yeah.
Especially De Niro.
What do you mean?
No, I'm not talking about his acting. I'm talking about outside of acting.
Who cares about that? Who cares about it?
No, he's just,
I'm just saying they're acting.
I would say De Niro over Pacino if I had to pick one.
If I would too.
Dude, just because of like Meet the Fockers and stuff like that, dude. Like,
Well,
those
his
movies
range.
His
better
range
range.
And I
is
think
way
I think
better.
Pacino hasn't really done great movies since the '80s. Like his last, hurrah was like in the early '90s. De Niro has done a few better movies than those.
Plus, Scarface is freaking garbage.
I love Scarface.
Scarface is
I don't
not
care what you
garbage.
say. I love
Scarface.
But I
is
mean,
garbage.
the reason
Not
why I
garbage.
picked those two guys because I think they made one of the best films of all time, and Godfather Part 2.
Godfather. Who's in Heat?
That was both of them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they would be Heat.
So-
And Val Kilmer.
Yeah. I had to say DiCaprio's another one. Top actors.
Daniel Day-Lewis.
Oh my God, yes. Yeah, he's an amazing actor. Even
Gary
though
Oldman.
What about
Yes,
Gary
Gary
Oldman,
Oldman.
yes.
Yes.
Yeah, Gary
Oh
Oldman.
my God, great actor. Very underrated.
So actresses,
Yeah.
I would say probably on
Meryl
top-
Streep.
Meryl Streep's amazing.
Yes.
Oh.
Natalie Portman.
She's really good.
I'm with Rhino on that one.
Well, I mean, she wasn't good in Thor. She wasn't good
in Star Wars.
Yeah, she wasn't good in Star
Okay,
Wars.
was that the
She was
direction?
amazing.
Oh, was
Oh, Star Wars is definitely the direction. I'll
Yeah,
give you
yeah,
that.
yeah.
So then you would blame the direction on that. You wouldn't blame the actor.
She was great in Black Swan, though.
It is kind of weird, though, with the Thor movies. They seem to get better the less she's in them. Just saying. I'm just saying.
She just wasn't in one. That's all.
And that was the good one.
Actresses.
Well.
Oh my God, that's.
I really like the girl who plays Gamora, Zoe.
Saldana.
Yeah,
so
She's a
dude,
good actress.
She
was
is
good in that.
awesome.
She is a very good
character.
actress.
I think the whole Guardians of the Galaxy is just awesome. Every one of those characters.
Yeah, Bradley
Yeah.
Cooper,
Yeah.
I
Vin
agree.
Diesel, right?
I agree.
Is Vin Diesel?
But
Yeah,
Groot
yeah,
does
he's
the
Groot.
job. Yeah, he does the best job.
Oh, dude, he did good as Iron Giant as well.
How do I get this guy to play these roles? I don't know. So talented.
Great actress. I'm trying to think. It's really hard, honestly.
Jodie Foster.
Yes, Jodie Foster.
Did you guys
definitely.
see Hotel Artemis?
Have not seen it yet.
Is it really good?
It's pretty good.
Kathy Bates.
Just for misery alone, yes.
Unfortunately, Disjointed is the worst Netflix piece of trash show ever made.
Was she in it?
Yes, she was. But that's the show. That's not her.
That's not her.
Rosie O'Donnell.
No.
Come on, man.
No. Hell no.
I wouldn't even say Halle Berry. I wouldn't. No.
She's been in some good movies. Though.
She has good movies. She has bad movies.
She's on and off. She's like Nick Cage of the female actresses. Cause Nick Cage does good movies and really bad movies.
I'm not a DC Universe fan, but I love Amy Adams.
She's good. She's a good actress. You know what? Actually, I know a lot of people give her shit, but what's her name?
Emma Stone's good too.
Emma Stone's really good.
Mm-hmm.
Mystique. What's her name?
Rebecca Romijn?
Not Rebecca.
Oh, Jennifer Lawrence. That's like Rebecca Romijn. What?
She's pretty good.
She's all right.
She has some good movies.
She's all right.
Rachel McAdams.
Oh, Rachel McAdams is a good actress.
She's a good actress.
She's a very good actress.
She's very underrated, actually. Very underrated.
Sicario? She was in that, right?
No, you know what? You know what?
Emily Blunt.
Oh, Emily Blunt.
You know what?
There you go.
I take that back. Emily Blunt is great. She's actually I love all her stuff.
What am I thinking of that ain't Rachel Mc... Oh, that was True Detective.
Yeah,
that's what I'm thinking of.
She's good in that, though.
She was. She was only a good part of that season.
She was. You know what? Like going back to the actors, though, I gotta admit, though, Robert Downey Jr. for what he's done.
Oh yeah. Yes. Robert Downey Jr. is amazing.
Turned himself around completely.
I mean, we look at
turning his life around. Yes.
And not just that.
Oh, dude, he plays Sherlock Holmes so good.
You know what?
He pretty much plays Tony Stark in Sherlock.
But that's why he's so good at it.
That's Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah, he pretty much playing himself.
No, yeah. That's why it's such a good casting.
Right, that's exactly. So if you can play yourself as a role, then you got it down.
I mean, come on. Keanu Reeves has been doing it for years.
Exactly.
I honestly think that if Robert Downey Jr. wasn't in drugs early in his life, he would have been considered one of the best actors in this whole generation. But because of his drug problem, that's why he didn't get that many roles. And of course, when he did Iron Man, it totally revamped his whole career.
Now it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter anymore.
I'm gonna throw one of the most overrated actresses out there, Angelina Jolie.
Yeah.
Overrated.
Yes, overrated.
Completely overrated.
Yeah. I agree with that.
I don't know why. Like, she had a couple good movies, like, back in the day, like Girl Interrupted and, like, Gia and those ones.
The Bone Collector.
Yeah, Bone Collector. Well, that was Denzel. Come on.
But, I mean, she was supporting.
Yeah, but that was Denzel. Come on. Denzel don't make bad movies.
No, Denzel doesn't make bad movies.
Not at all.
Rarely. What best Denzel role?
Actually, there was one bad
Training Day, of course.
You know what, man? I had to also go with...
Ricochet?
Ricochet's great. I had to...
Have you seen Ricochet, Chris?
I have.
Amazing movie.
I would say Virtuosity was terrible.
I didn't see it.
You know what? I'll be honest. It's bad. It's bad, but I actually like it. I'm not gonna lie. I actually is one of those guilty pleasure kind of.
You know who we forgot for actors, guys? Morgan Freeman. Amazing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Morgan Freeman is amazing.
Samuel L.
Samuel L. Jackson.
Samuel's great too.
He's not that great, but he's in everything. So
I think Samuel. The problem with Samuel, he plays the same guy all the time. It feels like. He doesn't really change his acting job.
No, he's a badass.
Please,
he's a badass.
To change it.
He's a badass.
You know what though? But you know what though?
His
best role, I think one of his best roles he's done, and he doesn't get that much credit.
Oh damn! I gotta read this one to you, Pete.
What?
So Pete, you're okay if an actor does drugs, but not when an athlete does drugs?
I never said it was great that he did drugs. I never said that. No. I did not say that. That's totally bullshit. Yeah, that's misquote. Fake news right there. Fake news. That's fake news, all right? That's what you say. Fake news, right? Fake news. Because I did not say that. I said he got on drugs. I'm glad he got off drugs and he's actually doing good now. Because he was on drugs and it kind of ruined his career.
So then why do you hate John Jones still?
John Jones is an idiot. I don't
I
hate John Jones.
See, it's the truth. And the truth hurts, Pete.
I'll be honest.
It hurts.
It's all right, Pete.
I was cheering for Dan Cormier. I like DC better anyway.
Now we're on to Walking Dead.
Okay, Chris.
Andrew Lincoln.
Andrew Lincoln had his last episode on The Walking Dead this past Sunday, and this is the 24 effect. To be honest with you. All right, set this up for you. We all know last week what happened. The fact that he landed on rebar, had rebar poking out of him, whatever. 2 hordes coming in. Okay. Show begins with him pulling himself out of that situation and from the hordes, getting on the horse, running off, him struggling throughout the whole entire episode.
And then we have a great scene with him and Shane.
Yes, great scene.
Great scene
between them.
Well,
no, it was a flashback.
It was a flashback.
But dude, Shane comes in there and he's like, "So, how's my daughter? She does have my eyes. I'm like, oh shit!
He's like, you
Oh,
you
man.
turn into an asshole. I like to take fucking credit for that one.
Dude, it's a
John
great scene.
Bernthal is amazing.
Yes.
I'll be honest though, ever since he got killed from Walking Dead, you can tell it's not. Not to say it's up to par from the first couple, but it really.
I feel like you don't have the same inner turmoil.
No, you don't.
And that's the like you have the governor, you have Negan,
But
you
they really were bad guys.
Yeah.
It wasn't like they were on the same side. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. That
Yeah.
gives you more of the inner turmoil between the characters.
And the thing is, he kind of also saw Shane's point of view too. Like he saw both point of views. And the funny thing about it, Rick became a little bit like Shane later on.
Yeah.
In some ways.
Yeah.
So it's kind of funny
that's
how
what
he
he
is.
said, like, you became an asshole. I like to take care of credit.
Yeah,
for that.
exactly. It's true.
No, it was a great scene.
Yeah.
The only thing
Best flashback scene, definitely.
the only thing that Shane did wrong was
Scott
like.
Wilson.
In which one?
Herschel.
Oh yeah, that was a good one
Yeah.
too.
Well, yeah, flashback of Herschel.
Yeah, it went through like the whole.
Yeah.
It went through like all the
Wait a
stuff.
minute, like same actor?
Yeah.
So it must have been filmed.
He filmed it before he died.
Oh.
This
Wow.
was filmed 4 months ago.
Damn,
that's
that's awesome. Actually,
Yeah.
they did that.
Yeah.
So that was his last scene.
That was his last scene.
Wow,
And
that's
kid you not, that actually like brought a tear to
Little
my
tears.
eyes because I was like, holy shit! That and, like the lines that they speak to each other and whatnot was actually impactful and made meaning. I was like, holy shit! In fact, like Scott Wilson unfortunately died a couple months later.
Yeah.
But it was like.
So
damn.
Shauna said Shane was a dick who needed to die. See, but Rick's a half measure and Shane's a full measure.
The only thing I was trying to say, the only thing Shane was a dick is, well, I think more Laurie's fault too. His Rick's wife or whatever. It's more because she was kind of like egging Shane on in a sense. I feel like they got it on before they found out Rick was alive, and then but she didn't really kind of let that go.
But even when they were looking for, I think it was Sandra or whatever the case would be, and she ended up being in the barn.
Yeah.
The whole entire time.
Yeah.
And he was like, "We gotta open that barn up, man. We gotta open it. What's going on in there, man?"
Yeah.
And then they open it up, and there she is. They're like, "Okay."
But I mean, I didn't really think Shane was really that off. I think the whole relationship between triangle between Shane, Rick, and Laurie was really
You don't
the
think
problem.
it was messed up when Shane freaking left the fat guy to die?
That was fucked up, actually.
Yeah.
And let me pop you right there. And
Yeah, why didn't you just shoot him in the head, man, instead of leaving him to get eaten by the freaking...
Because then he wouldn't have got eaten by
Right,
the
zombies
zombies.
going to kill you. He just woke up as a zombie himself. They had to get eaten from the zombies in order to distract them so he could run.
I guess.
Alive
I
and
still
fresh.
don't see the whole, I don't know. I never understood that whole thing.
So let's keep going. Oh, no, go ahead, Ryan.
No, I say because if he killed him, he would be dead. Zombies don't eat their own.
All right,
It's true.
sure.
Okay, that still doesn't explain. Remember when that guy, what was it, the Glenn, the fake out death or whatever, when the guy shot himself in the head and then fell on Glenn and then the
Yeah.
He
horde
was
ate...
still fresh.
Well, they were going for Glenn, but the body was on top of him.
Gotcha. Okay.
So they kind of tried to get through the body to
that-
get
Yeah, we're not even going to talk. That was dumb. That was one of the worst things in The
Yeah.
Walking Dead. I'm not going to lie.
They just saved it for Negan to kill him.
It was stupid. They should have just not even done that and saved Glenn to get killed by Negan. It would have been a much better way to do it, because I think shocking people think Glenn is dead and then bring him back, and then kill him again. That's just stupid.
I think what originally happened was the fact that when people saw it and they had a negative reaction to it, because I do believe, and this is true from Andrew Lincoln, he did an interview after the episode or whatever, the fact that they actually filmed him dying last season actually.
Who, Rick?
Yeah, they actually showed him actually dying last season, and that was supposed to be the end of it. But since the fact of Carl dying last season, and the fact that you have Rick die the same season, it'd be
Too much.
too much. What's up?
Okay, you talked about this earlier. Now, I didn't watch this, so I don't know 100%. We were talking on the car right up here about the fact that now, was this previews for next season that there are these zombies?
Yeah, I'll get to that.
Oh, yeah,
I'll
get to that.
I'll get to
This
that.
is, yeah.
So, pretty much in the episode, Rick is struggling and whatnot, and then you have Maggie, who is marching away to Alexandria to kill Negan, and she finally gets there.
That was a great scene, too, by the way.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
She has a scene with Michonne, and the fact that, if Rick was the one to die instead of Glenn, how would you react to it? Because Michonne and Rick are together, if you guys didn't know.
Well, they've been together, right?
Yeah, they've been together. Yeah. And then it was to the point where Michonne finally agreed with her, and then just let her in to see Negan, and then got to the point where Maggie couldn't do it because Negan, pretty much, I guess you could say, was humanized.
He's a broken man. He's like a shell of himself.
Yeah, shell of himself. He's not really who he normally was.
And he wants to die.
Yeah.
So, like, that's like,
That'll be like, it's better for him to suffer being alive than to give him the
So, like,
satisfaction
she
of
went to
killing
kill him, and then like, Negan's not even, like, the cocky guy he was.
No. He says some shit.
he was trying to basically, like, egg her to get her to kill him, but she realized that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that he just wants to die.
Yeah.
So, that happens, and then let's go to Rick's part. Rick gets to a point where he goes to the campsite where they all were saying was for his like was it Hilltop, Alexandria, and the Sanctuary.
So there's like a bridge that they built between two of the trade routes. I don't know which two it was, but they built this bridge because it would help like make the trade route so much faster.
And actually, they repaired the bridge at that
Yeah.
point. Yeah, they repaired it, and it was like, okay, well, we can use this and whatnot. But Rick decided he wanted to use the bridge as a kind of like a way to get away from the horde of zombies that's coming towards them. Was like freaking ridiculous.
Well, help the Hilltop or whatever too, because if the horde got over the bridge, then whoever like the one of the towns would have been screwed.
Yeah, one of the towns would have been screwed at that point. So his process was, in fact, have the horde go onto the bridge. Hopefully, it wasn't stable enough to hold the zombies,
and then they'll
fall apart and whatnot. But turns out the fact that it held, and while him still dealing with everything, you see Daryl come in and shoot a zombie, and then you see everybody from Alexandria and Hilltop, and there wasn't nobody from Sanctuary that I noticed, really. No. So pretty much Hilltop and Alexandria just come running straight in to try to save Rick, and he's like, no, don't come for me, don't save me, it's too many and whatnot. And then it got to a point where a zombie just happened to knock over a box of dynamite, and he shoots the dynamite, blows up the bridge, but it looks like he blows himself up as well.
Who, Rick?
Yeah. And everyone's crying and whatnot. Michonne's crying. Everyone's crying. It's like, oh my god, I can't believe this. Blah 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 blah. All of a sudden, and it fades to black. It's like, okay, Rick's dead. I accepted this. They built up to this. I was like, all right. Then these motherfuckers, goddamn C. Next, after commercial break, Rick's alive, washed up on a shore bank. Not only that, here's the real kicker here. Forgot her name. Do you remember? Jadis from last season, who was the weird one that had the freaking
from the garbage.
Junk guard. You know, like she was communicating with the helicopter at some points. Yeah, she brought the helicopter over to pick up Rick, to save Rick.
Who's a B?
Who is a B, by the way? We don't know what a B means.
I'm guessing one's an alpha and one's a beta, and Rick's definitely an alpha. So I don't know if she was lying to them.
Probably.
Oh,
either way,
Rick would definitely be considered alpha.
Yeah.
Either way, the helicopter picked Rick up, said they were going to save him and whatnot, and then whisked him away. Everyone thinks Rick is dead.
Now, fast forward 5 years.
6 years.
6 years.
6 years. And then freaking Judith is 9 years old.
In the new Carl.
Is the new Carl pretty much wearing that hat.
Okay.
Shooting zombies with her 6-shooter.
And with a freaking katana on her back.
Yep.
That's pretty awesome, actually.
Oh.
That's pretty awesome.
Carol, long hair and a bow and arrow. Michonne with some weird plait thing that she got going on in her hair.
I don't think that... Wait, hold on. You're not talking about the group of kids. When they got back to the town.
Yeah, when they got back to the town. Yeah, I'm talking about for previews for the next 3 episodes.
So, rumor has it is Maggie's dying next episode.
Holy shit.
Well, because she's supposed to go too, yeah.
Yeah, but I heard it's next episode. Maggie's
this
going.
is 6 years later.
6 years later.
I could see it.
Can we discuss the whole jumping the shark?
That is jumping the show with Rick. Is that what you're talking about?
No. Chris mentioned something to me that just like blew my mind.
Okay, what's the jumping the shark?
Oh, the fact that now, since we don't know really what's happening with Rick, they're going to be doing 3 movies.
Yeah.
Playing out Rick's story on AMC.
It gets even better.
Not to the theater? To AMC?
To AMC only.
Okay, well, so what's...
AMC premiere?
Jumping the shark?
What was that?
That's the zombies being able to talk.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
What?
In the preview for the next following 3 episodes, there's a horde of zombies that walk past a group, like people who are like trying to hide from them, and I shit you not, the zombies are like, where are they?
Brains.
Oh.
We want brains.
Yeah, done, guys. Done. It's done.
So now
Just end it.
zombies
Just
can
end
actually
it.
talk.
Zombies can communicate, and that's just stupid. That's just now. Just getting
I don't know, man. If they say brains, that'll be amazing. Brains.
amazingly bad.
So like now we have that, and we also have as well.
Yeah.
They AMC guy was talking on Talking Dead the fact that not only they're gonna do that, they're gonna go through show things that happen in the future. They're gonna show things that happen in the past. So we may see some returning characters.
I mean, honestly though, like let's be honest though, like they have to. I mean, the whole Rick thing, they had to kind of go from, move on with this because it just cannot do the whole Rick and his group and all this other stuff. They gotta find a way to change it up.
They need to bring it to space.
Yeah.
My thing is he needs to just, if he was going to leave the show, be done with him. He need to die.
I agree with that.
There's no point. That's why this episode is called the Jack Bauer effect, because they bring back Jack Bauer for some odd fucking reason in,
I agree.
in London.
They should have killed him.
No, Jack Bauer left.
I mean,
in season 8, and was like, okay, I'm gonna flee the country. I'm leaving. Next, a couple years later, let's do 24 again. And then why? No reason
My
for
question is though. Here's the thing. AMC, like the ratings in Walking Dead have been like the lowest I think of any season.
But still bringing in millions of people to watch it.
Yeah, I know. I agree that. I'm pretty sure this episode was really popular. I don't know
It got a slight bump.
Slight bump.
Slight bump.
I used to be a huge fan. I just don't care anymore.
I just. But here's the thing though. Does it intrigue me? Talking zombies? I don't know. It's kind of like Talking Dead or whatever. Talking Dead.
No. Talking zombies is absolutely stupid because here you have this whole thing where zombies were just mindless, just hordes. Now these hordes are going to be able to communicate and strategize.
It's like raptors in Jurassic Park. They get smarter.
But didn't you always have two sides of it anyways?
Zombies are brain dead.
Was that?
But didn't you always have two sides of it anyways? People thought that they can cure them and people thought that they couldn't?
Yeah, that's true.
So, I mean, doesn't that help the argument of the people that think that they can cure them?
They can't be cured. As a parent, they're never going to be cured because they're
How do
dead.
you know?
Their brains are dead and they're dead. They're rotting flesh. How are you going to cure them? Oh, there you go. And all of a sudden, they're like, oh, that's great.
Sure.
But
like was it iZombie or freaking Warm Bodies? That movie, that weird ass movie.
Oh, Warm Bodies. That's what it was.
But even George Romero, Living Dead movies, like his franchise, I remember they had that smart zombie or whatever, the one that actually, or they have even smarter zombies later on.
It's supposed to be like Planet of the Apes, where you have like the one smart
Yeah, exactly. They really had.
Or like Jurassic Park, where you have Blue.
Yeah, exactly. Where they have the one that actually is a little bit advanced or whatever. They actually have some sort of like way to think and all that.
Oh.
So maybe that's what they're trying to go with too. Because let's be honest. The Night of the Living Dead is really like Walking Dead is based on that. Really, when you think about it,
they're
it's
all based on that.
Yeah,
really.
exactly. That's the first like real like zombie genre movie they came up with. So for them to base on that, I mean, I just don't know where they're going with this. I think Rick should have been killed off. I think it'll be.
That's been the problem since season 1, Pete. Where were they going with this?
Yeah, that's what they need to end.
They ended season 1 going to the CDC, and then what? They just ever since then they really never had a. They were just nomads.
There's no ultimate goal.
Well, here's
there's
the thing,
no
though.
ultimate end.
One
They
point
all
they
just die.
wanted to go to DC, and then Eugene was like, "I lied about the whole thing."
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
So you what?
But it is based on a comic book, and the comics are popular. I think the problem is though sometimes the characterizations of the some of the characters they do in the show they don't do a good job with them. They just have bad characterizations, not like based on the comic book.
But here's the thing, though: they have with the characters that they have and the actors who's playing those characters, they play the roles very well.
They do. It's just like like Rick, like through 8 whatever seasons he's been on the show. 9. I mean, he goes from one end of the spectrum to the other. First,
And back.
And back.
And back.
And back. First, he's like, okay, yeah, let's bring people in. We got to bring people in. And then he's like something bad happens. No, let's not bring him. Whoever is a stranger, we'll kill him or whatever. Or we'll and then he's like, no, let's change my mind. Let's bring people in. Let's be more peaceful. And then they go back to being straight killer. There's never balance as a character.
But this time, when he bounced back to trying to be peaceful, there was a reason to it, because the fact that was his son's last dying wish, kind of a thing. The fact that try to make a civilization out of Alexandria, the Sanctuary, and Hilltop.
And he never went really back after that.
No, yeah, he never went.
No,
really back
but
after
I think that's a problem though. Like when you see a TV show, there's always progress as the character.
Well, and how many years was this
Dude, I
season
just say, like-
in the future from the last season?
because it was like a year and a half when it started, and then now it's going to 6.
Yeah, so it's. I mean, we're like moving like from the end of last season to where they are in this week's show coming up is like 7.5 years.
Yeah.
Okay, here's a prime example. Okay, Game of Thrones. Every character from the first season till now has changed, has progressed.
Yeah, but Game of Thrones is different.
And it's based off of a novel, not a comic book.
But
Right.
still, though, like the comic book has so many
But
issues.
Game of Thrones is different. It's not. I don't know. It's not about.
I mean, dude, I love Daredevil, but how many times do I have to see Matt like fighting with, oh, do I kill him or do I not kill him? I mean, that's like every episode.
Have you finished Daredevil? By the way?
Yeah, I finished it.
The whole thing.
Yeah, I
Okay.
finished the whole thing.
Like Foggy Nelson, wasn't he annoying?
Oh, don't ruin it. I haven't watched.
Okay,
season
never
Why,
mind.
why was Foggy annoying?
I'll explain to you. I want to ruin it for
I haven't
Rhino.
watched season 3 yet.
Okay. I don't know. I just hate like.
But he was annoying in the first 2 seasons. So
He just needs to go back to being part of the Bash Brothers on the Mighty Ducks. I mean, really, that was like when he was actual badass.
I just hate like the whole morality of certain characters. They try to be all moral, but their morality is so twisted sometimes.
But that's always like the thing is when you have a character struggling with their morals. That's like it's always going to be a struggle.
You don't like Batman?
You can't like Rick can't wake up one
I
day
love Batman,
and be like,
but-
okay, I'm always going to be this way and never be this way because that ruins the whole struggle that he had to get to that decision.
I think what's fascinating about The Walking Dead in the beginning is it's a survival show. You learn how to survive.
Yeah, but then they stop surviving and it's just like,
Exactly.
It's,
It
it's
lost-
the bad guy of the season.
Exactly. It lost that whole survival like instinct that it
Well,
had.
now it's bringing it back because the fact that now the zombies can actually communicate.
Anyway.
So
Moving on.
moving on. Oh god. Oh
you don't
god.
want this.
Why?
This is
Too soon.
Not even too soon. Just not needed. Why?
Ever.
My whole thing is so they're making a Shrek reboot, right?
This would be like rebooting The Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't need it. The movie's over 100 years old like Pete, and it doesn't need it.
But didn't they try to do that? No, they made a prequel.
It was a prequel, and that was garbage.
It was garbage actually with James Franco.
And let me tell you, the whole reason The Wizard of Oz is so good is because, first of all, the songs.
Absolutely.
So you make a prequel with, what, no songs in it? Like, that's weird. Then second of all, it's like the whole black and white to color thing.
Yeah.
Like, there's something magical about that whole thing.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Shrek, let's be honest, Shrek for its time was amazing. I mean, it was...
Shrek still is amazing,
Yeah,
Ryan.
no, you're right.
Not for its time.
No, you're right.
Shrek's amazing.
It stands its own. Shrek is awesome. So why does it need to be rebooted?
Here's my question. Who can voice Shrek better than Mike Myers? Who can voice Donkey better than Eddie Murphy? Who can voice Puss in Boots better than
Antonio
Banderas?
Banderas.
Nobody.
Nobody.
And what the hell are they rebooting? They're going to show the same animated thing?
Well,
It's going to be better, just better looking graphics?
That's what I'm saying though. Like, why don't you just bring back those guys to do the voices again?
To do like a Shrek 5 or whatever.
Yeah,
the
to make
number
Shrek
is.
I mean, or do something else. I don't know. Start over if you want, but like, why don't you base those guys? I don't understand why you have to reboot it with different actors. It makes no sense to me.
I don't understand why you got to reboot it at all. It's still a good story.
Well,
Stands on its own.
Yeah.
It does, absolutely.
I agree.
You don't need to reboot it.
People will go watch it, but it's. I think it's. Did Illumination buy DreamWorks? Is that why they're doing it? But isn't Illumination doing this movie?
Yeah.
They are like the guys who did Despicable Me.
You know, I mean, one thing if they do what Disney's doing is turn Shrek into live action. Okay, now I can see where
Okay, I can see that.
You know what I mean? I can see
That
why
I can see.
you're trying to make a live action version.
Yes.
But if you're going to make another anime, you can't
It's gonna be
reboot
animated.
animate. That just doesn't make sense. The rebooting animation, like, who does that?
Yeah, but I could see let's say take 80s Transformers and then reboot it into now.
Yeah,
cartoon.
most of the time it sucks. Honestly, like when they reboot
Ninja Turtles was great. The middle one.
I like both of them. I like the darker ones, and I liked
Really,
and
bro?
I liked it was on sign, I don't know why, but no, I liked both actually. I liked the reboot one, and I liked the darker
Original?
one. Like the originals are really good. The darker one when they came out with, and I can't remember what year they came out with, but it was based on a comic book.
Yeah.
We're done with Walking Dead, by the way, so go ahead and stay. We're not going to ruin anything. We're done. It's over.
And then I like the animated one that Nickelodeon did.
Not the new one though. New one was
the
like
new one
trash.
is garbage. Like,
It's
what
like
is
complete
that?
Have you watched
trash.
it?
I watched enough of it to say I'm not watching it. I'm good.
Yeah,
So you actually saw a little bit of it?
Yeah, I saw a little bit of it. Yeah.
Was it really
It's bad, dude.
hot
It's
trash?
terrible. Yeah, it doesn't make. It's just stupid.
Like, yeah, the one previous of it was actually really good.
I actually like it better than the original.
It was
I'll
really
admit it.
good.
What?
Until they switched out Jason Biggs for whatever reason.
Well, the first 3 seasons of that show was amazing, honestly.
Because then they put in like Seth Green, and it just didn't sound
The only
right.
thing bad about that show was Bebop and Rocksteady. I didn't like their version.
Yeah, I didn't like their version.
I didn't like their
Bebop
version. I
Rocksteady
wish
either.
it went more like the old school way.
Because what was it like? It was like a thief in like I don't know,
like a Russian guy and then a disco guy or something like that. 'Cause
Yeah.
he was dancing all
I don't
the
know.
time.
I liked it better when it was like the '80s thugs.
I just like, I love those thugs. Like because that's what they are. Bebop and Rock. They're just straight up thugs,
thugs,
like
yeah,
dumb
just-
thugs who are violent. Like they should base it on the what's the name? The comic book.
yeah,
Actually.
as long as they don't kill Donatello.
Oh,
or
dude,
good.
no, the comic books are vicious, dude.
Well,
They're straight up like.
they did base a cartoon show on the comic books. That was the darker one. That was what I was talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah,
The
yeah.
one that transitioned between.
Yeah, the one where they killed Donatello.
Was a
No,
sledgehammer?
they didn't kill him in the cartoon, but in the comic book.
Yeah, they did, man. It was a
In
sledgehammer.
the comic book, they did. Yeah.
Yeah.
I ain't going down like that.
Yeah, that was pretty badass, actually.
So guys, thumbs up or thumbs down to the reboot? Thumbs down?
Thumbs down.
That's 4 thumbs down.
Yeah.
Unless it's live action, then we might.
No.
Maybe side thumb.
Side thumb, side thumb.
I mean, hey, if Disney's doing it, yeah. But
It's
they're
not Disney, it's
Yeah, it wouldn't be
animation.
Disney anyway, exactly.
BlizzCon!
Okay, so what's like the controversy?
Chris knows about the controversy.
Ryan knows about it too.
Oh!
Oh, you guys
fine.
go. Okay.
I'll take this one. So, BlizzCon is put on by a PC developer, or well, just game developer in general, called Blizzard.
Okay.
And they have a big convention where they invite a lot of people out there, and it costs money to buy the tickets and go attend the show.
Sure, it's like
well,
E3.
yeah, E3, right. Well, they promised a big surprise Diablo announcement.
Okay.
Now, here you got a bunch of PC gamers, so what do you think they're going to announce? Diablo 4. Well, everyone thinks Diablo 4. Diablo 4. No, we're all going to go
Overwatch
here.
2? World of Warcraft 2?
Well, okay, so they go there, right? Yeah, they make a Diablo announcement. It just happens to be a cell phone Diablo game. So now the crowd is pissed off. They paid this money to go to BlizzCon to hear the surprise announcement, and it turns out to be a mobile game. And then their other big announcement is a remaster of Warcraft 3. Yes.
I'm all over that, by the way.
Well, it's just gonna be awesome. Yeah,
Is it
don't
going to
get
be
me
on
wrong.
consoles?
But where's the Diablo 1 and 2 remake? Where's the remaster of Warcraft 1 and 2? Like any of those games?
Warcraft 1 they can keep,
They
dude.
probably
Warcraft 2 and 3 is what I'm more
You're right,
interested
you're
in.
right. But
Warcraft
still-
1 they can keep.
But still, where are the remaster of those or anything announcing of those type games?
Where's the remaster of, what's it called? Lost Vikings.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
a great game too.
Or Blackthorn.
Lost Vikings is amazing.
Lost Vikings is amazing.
Very underrated
Blackthorn,
game.
man.
But where is it? Nowhere to be found. Even actually, one of the crowd members actually asked the developers, "Is this a late April Fool's joke?"
Yeah, they literally asked the panel, "Is this like some kind of like April Fool's joke? Like you brought us here for a surprise announcement, and this is what garbage
You
you
know
give us?"
what my biggest thing with Blizzard is right now, and I mean, don't get me wrong, they made whatchamacallit, Diablo 3 on the Switch selling well, so that's a good thing for them. Overwatch is killing it. Why isn't Hearthstone available on every console? It's freaking free. It's a card game. It doesn't take a lot to make, and it's fun.
You're asking why is it not on the Switch?
No, I'm asking why isn't it on consoles?
Oh, okay. my
Period.
bad.
I don't care if it's on the
Yeah,
Switch
yeah.
and the Xbox. Hearthstone's fun as hell, and it's on the freaking mobile phones.
My question is with Blizzard is why isn't any of their games on everything? You know what I mean? Like for example, Warcraft 3 remaster. Why are they not putting that on consoles?
Square is finally, getting smartening up.
Yeah.
They're putting Final Fantasy on everything.
Because they should. It's more money in their pocket.
Hold on, pause. Where the fuck is Final Fantasy VII remake?
Oh, that's coming out next year. Well, here's
No,
what
I heard that last
hold on. Here's our prediction on
And Shenmue.
prediction for
Both of them get
next
pushed
year.
back to PS5.
No.
Yep, I'm calling it now.
Shenmue's coming out already. They already said October of next year. They're gonna be
PS5.
done with that. No, it won't.
PS5.
Square Enix is going to release Kingdom Hearts 3 at the beginning of next year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy 7 Remaster at the end of next year. That's their year lineup right there. Bam,
What
bam.
was the first one?
Kingdom Hearts 3. That'll be that comes out
January. It's
February.
coming in January.
January? Is it
Yeah.
January? I thought it was February. January.
Kingdom Hearts 3 is January?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll get pushed back.
No, it won't. They're,
No,
it's coming out.
that's definite.
And
Are
then-
you going to
and
buy it,
then-
Ryan? Are you going to fall?
Nope.
Are you going to fall for it?
Nope, not going to do it.
So I fell for Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2. Now, don't get me wrong.
You fell hard.
Yeah,
for
I
Kingdom
fell
Hearts.
hard.
For Kingdom Hearts
I have
1.
this extreme hatred for Kingdom Hearts because I bought a PS2 to play Kingdom Hearts.
Just for that alone.
Just to play Kingdom Hearts.
I remember this guy was such a Nintendo fanboy. He's like, "Oh, I'll never buy a PlayStation. I'll never buy an Xbox.
I'll never buy
Oh no, Kingdom Hearts.
I do.
I do. Yes.
But so I get the PlayStation to play Kingdom Hearts, and I've tried to start this game like 5 or 6 times. This game sucks. I don't care. It
Really?
straight
It
sucks,
sucks, dude.
And I like Square Enix. So yeah, so it like, and I love the Disney and Final Fantasy crossover idea. It's awesome, but the game sucks.
The gameplay sucks.
Why does it suck?
The gameplay sucks.
How?
The jumping feels archaic.
Yeah.
That's being generous.
And the battle system feels screwed up too. Like you don't really control Goofy and Donald. They're doing their own little thing, and you're trying to do yours.
You control
and just,
Sora.
Yeah.
And that's it. And like even like his moves, like are you control the sword swings. That's it.
That's weird.
It's just I don't know.
Yeah.
People love it though. Hey, if you love it, good for you. Not trying to knock on or anything that.
I'm trying to knock on it. It sucks.
Well, yeah, but I can
Thank
understand.
God PlayStation also had Grand Theft Auto Vice City because that game was amazing.
Yeah,
That game was amazing.
So that was my
actually.
second PlayStation game, and that game was awesome. And then I got all the Ratchet and Clank,
It's like-
which were awesome, Jack and Daxter's, which were awesome, Sly Cooper's, which were awesome.
They totally redeemed themselves. Huh?
Oh, they totally redeemed themselves.
So that's what happened at BlizzCon, and that's why a lot of people are upset.
Not happy, huh?
So
Not happy.
Kenny said, Diablo Mobile, here's a book of identity, only $2.99.
So anything else about this BlizzCon controversy?
No, that's really it.
How Blizzard is not really doing what they should be doing and making...
Where's World of Warcraft 2?
I think that it would have been a better idea even if they just showed a graphic saying that they're like, hey, here's Diablo 4.
Right.
We're working on it. Like
Nintendo did with Metroid Prime 4. Yeah, I knew exactly where you're going to go with that.
Which
Exactly.
hopefully we get next year.
Hopefully.
Or they could have done what like Sony or what they do at the press conferences. Oh, and one more thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But wait, there's more.
Yeah.
It's something like that, but no, you get pretty much a mobile phone game, and you're like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah,
I paid hundreds of dollars, flew in from freaking Tennessee, or wherever the heck I was from, and then like, oh, I'm here for this?
And apparently it's being developed by one of the most notorious pay-to-win developers in the industry.
It's not made by Blizzard.
No.
That's the funny thing.
No, it's being made by
you know,
a big
and we talk
company,
about
but-
fans who came from a while, like some other place around the country just to do this, just for this announcement, and they get this shit.
Yeah.
They didn't have any World of Warcraft announcements or anything?
No, that's
Besides that,
Warcraft 3.
World of Warcraft, the new DLC thing that's coming out.
The new expansion?
Yeah, the new expansion.
Dude,
Other than
just
that,
bring
that's
out
it.
World of Warcraft 2.
Well, here's the thing, Ryan. I think they still have like 8 or 9 million subscribers. I know.
How? The game's been out for what,
I mean,
10
one
years?
of our fans
Over
is
10
just
years.
fucking
14 years, dude. 2004 it came
14
out.
years.
One of our fans pretty much plays it every day. Shauna's husband.
Yeah.
So,
Still.
I mean...
Shout out to Rob right out there.
I know Rob's probably doing a raid right now instead of watching us. That is a piss poor excuse, by the way.
You know, here's another thing too. We're speaking of games that should come out on consoles or certain other consoles. How about Castlevania Requiem coming out on the Switch? That's not coming.
Any Castlevania should be coming to the Switch. It
I
makes
agree.
no sense. With Simon Belmont as a character in Smash Brothers, it behooves them to not put Castlevania games on the Switch.
I totally agree.
Yeah, it does make sense.
You know, they should be on the
But
Switch.
I think Sony's paying for it to be exclusive because Konami said that they gave some BS reason about they're like, oh, like like for quality purposes it's on the only the PS4
Quality purposes for like old ass games that came
yeah,
out like how many
I
years
think it's
ago?
quality purposes of lining their pockets.
for our wallet's quality purpose. We
we lost freaking Guillermo del Toro with PT and Silent Hills, and we lost Hideo Kojima. So we need to do something.
They need to do something. Economy is kind of in a bad state right
the
now.
Castlevania collection, all the Castlevania.
For
games.
real,
You
put
know
it on
what?
the Switch.
You know what? I'll forgive them for Requiem if they put all the 3DS or the DS and 3DS games in a collection on the Switch.
I'm down.
Yes, all 6 games, please.
Yeah,
That'd be
why not?
That'd be awesome.
That would be amazing. All right, and we got Rocky.
Rocky.
You know what's funny, guys? Like honestly, we're already like almost an hour and a half in. How do you guys really want to talk about Rocky in depth?
Well, not in that much in
If
depth.
you've never seen Rocky,
Okay, here's the thing though. This is a kind of our book club thing going on right now because Creed 2 is coming out in
Thanksgiving week.
Thanksgiving weekend. So what we're gonna do is gonna do a quick review of all the Rocky movies. So we start off Rocky 1, which I watched
Rocky Rex Spider Rico in the first opening scene.
in the first opening scene. That is correct. So yeah, this is a great movie. I seen it again last night, and honestly,
Can I give a shout out to one of the most underrated fighting games of all time?
Yeah.
Rocky is amazing, dude.
On GameCube.
Yes.
Really?
Really?
Yes.
Oh, dude.
It was really
Let
good.
me tell you something. This guy was drunk on New Year's Eve playing Rocky, and it's so funny.
Oh, yeah, he had his first beer? He has one beer?
Yeah, I can't remember. Something like that. But anyway, so he is drunk, and he is playing with my friend Josh, right? Our friend Josh. And he whooped his ass with every fighter in that game. And he was talking so much shit to this guy. It was ridiculous. He's just beating with everybody, right? And it's just like...
I think he was like Ivan Draco, and I beat him with Spider Rico.
Wow.
Dude, I'm serious, though. It's probably on PlayStation and Xbox as well. But, dude, one of the most underrated games.
That was a fun game.
It was really good.
But, yes, going back to Rocky... It's an amazing film. It's definitely a classic. Pretty much Rocky. Great underdog. It's probably one of the best underdog movies of all time. I can't think. Well, I mean, you got Karate Kid and
but it's up there
Rudy.
as one of the best.
Rudy. But I honestly, I think this is amazing too. Rudy. But Rocky. But yeah, it's definitely an amazing movie. I love his whole backstory. How he's just some loser, kind of like loan shark guy who's trying to make a living, like breaking people's thumbs and like fighting these like whatever houses. The thing is though, but he has a heart though. He doesn't like sometimes he doesn't want to do what he's doing, like being a loan shark. He doesn't want to like, but you know he gets this offer from Apollo Creed, you know, because Apollo's like thinking, oh, let's take some native guy because my opponent got hurt in Philadelphia. Let's take this guy, the Italian.
Born and raised.
I love it too, the Italian Stallion. What a great name, you know. I can make this guy a star or whatever.
It's a star.
It's
Sorry.
but I love it too. Like Apollo is like, you know, oh yes, you know, it's a land of opportunity. And America's a land, so I'm gonna give this guy, this like jabroni, opportunity to fight the champ or whatever. So of course they do that, and Rocky's like, oh, I don't know if I want to take this fight, you know, and all this other stuff. But he ends up, and I love it too because he doesn't win. He loses by a split decision.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. If you
1976
yeah,
movie,
it's
spoiler alert.
Over 40 years old, but you know, hey, yeah, you know, some people some people might have to watch it. So anyway, but I love it too. He's like, oh, I don't want no rematch. Like, and you know, it's a great love story too, because him and Adrian was kind of like a nerdy girl, and she kind of like.
In the next movie, we got Adrian. I did it.
Yeah. But it's a great movie. I love the ending. I love everything about the music. Everything about it was great.
Mickey's awesome.
Mickey, yeah. Come on, Rocky. You're gonna crap thunder and you know that. You know. So, any other thoughts, Chris?
No.
I pretty much nailed it.
Yep, you
It was a
nailed
good
it.
movie.
Okay. Anyway, Rocky, great movie. And we got a Rocky 2,
Oh, Lord.
which is like pretty much Rocky. Pretty much they begin right at where Rocky 1 ended, where you see him and Apollo fighting and go to 15 rounds. They're beat up. Paul wins by split decision. Rocky's like trying to get his life back because his eyes are all messed up, so he can't really. Adrian's trying to don't fight anymore because the doctor recommends that you not fight anymore. So he tries to do these jobs. He tries to get do advertising, but he can't really read. So anytime he does a commercial, he tries to do a commercial.
So he's like Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah, he can't read.
Can't really kill him.
He can't. So he tries to do a commercial.
Hey, as Floyd Mayweather would say, I can read the zeros of my checkbook. That's all I need to know to read.
Wasn't that 50 Cent that called him out? Or who
Yeah,
was
it was 50 Cent.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
That's what 50 Cent did to Ja Rule.
No, what did he do?
go ahead. What?
Okay, so a group, Ja Rule was having a concert, and 50 Cent bought 200 front row tickets.
Just to keep them all empty.
Just to keep them all.
Dude, now I'm a big fan of 50 Cent. That's hilarious. That's awesome shit, man.
Like he bought them all on Groupon, and like they're.
It's
so funny. That's funny as shit.
I love it, man. That's great stuff. But anyway, so Rocky's trying to make a living. He tries to do commercials. Unfortunately, he can't really read the cue cards or whatever. The director kind of says, "Oh, you screwed us all up. You know, you cost us all this money, and that, so he can't do that. So he tries to do some. He thinks he can get some desk job. He can't do that because he has no education. So he's struggling with this. And Adrian is still working, even though she's pregnant. She's working, trying to make a living. And Rocky's trying to he doesn't want to fight Apollo. Whereas Apollo, he wants this rematch because Apollo looks embarrassed. He feels embarrassed that he almost went the distance with this guy, and You know, everybody thinking that he might have won.
Well, Apollo is more like the Muhammad Ali.
He
guy.
is. He's definitely straight up.
And Rocky's more the brawler. Like,
Yeah,
he's a
exactly.
street fighter, kind of.
But I even like Apollo, some of the scenes of Apollo, because even Apollo's like reading all these letters, like, look, you know, all these fans think I you know, like, they think I was on the fix. Yeah. Oh yeah, they think I was on the fix or whatever. They think, oh yeah, how can you lose to this guy? How can you, or not lose, but how can you go to this with this guy and this and that? So he's like, he hates the fact that his name's been besmirched by, you know, Rocky, in a sense. Like, his legacy has been kind of ruined by him. Even though he won the fight, he still feels like he lost. But even I love, like, also his trainers, like, don't fight him. You know, he's a softball. He won't, like, lose this guy. He doesn't, you know, he doesn't care. You knocked him, you beat him, like, to half to death, and he still came back. So he's like, and Apollo's like, oh no, I want to fight him, you know. So they pretty much have a rematch because, you know, Rocky realizes, hey, you know what, I need the money.
What else am I doing?
Yeah, what else am I doing? He's like, I love the scene too, like, to Adrian, hey, you know, you can't let me not be a man, you know, like, you know, I gotta be a man, you know. I didn't tell you to stop being a woman, you know, you can't tell me to stop being a man, you know. So of course he takes a rematch and they have another big fight, and him and Apollo and all that, and they beat themselves pretty much half to death and all that. But in the end, of course, you had the two guys in the 15 round. You had both of them fall down at the same time, and they had the 10 count where Rocky barely makes it up. Like, it literally, like, is on his feet and all, barely makes it up or whatever, and he wins. And they get the whole famous, "Yo, Adrian, I did it!" So, you know, it pretty much ends like that with the music playing, and, you know, you had the happy ending, not like you had in the first movie. Well, it was somewhat happy ending in the first movie, but this was the happy, then he actually wins, you know.
And that sums it up.
That pretty much sums it up.
Yeah, and then next week we'll be talking about Hulk Hogan and Clubber Lang.
Clubber Lang and Ivan Drago, too. So that's when it gets more into the more, like, blockbuster kind of movies.
Yeah.
The first movie is more of like a great movie, you know, and then it starts getting more into the blockbuster stuff. So, but yeah, great movies. Mm-hmm. And okay,
Yes, Mr. Bryant on the Saints. The rich get richer.
Somebody's gonna pick him up.
Oh, somebody's gonna pick him up, and you know what?
He waited. He bided his time.
Here's the thing, though. So here's the thing. So the Saints beat the Rams this past week. Are now the Saints kind of like?
Was it in New Orleans or was it in?
It was
LA?
in New Orleans.
Yep, in New Orleans.
Okay, well that's a big thing right there.
Yeah.
Because I'll be honest, Drew Brees plays a whole lot better in a dome than he plays outside.
Oh no, I agree. But let's say, for instance,
almost picked the Bengals this week because of that. Almost.
True. But let's say they win the rest of their games and they have home field advantage. Do you think...
Oh, if the road to the Super Bowl goes through New Orleans, they're not losing. I'll tell you that right now. I don't care how bad their defense is. You cannot stop that
didn't
machine.
They get Smacks or didn't get Eli Apple, whatever?
They got Eli Apple, but he's freaking garbage.
Oh,
he's hot trash.
But what do you think? Do you think the Saints are kind of like the second best team in the NFC?
I think they're the best team in the NFC.
Best team in the NFC?
They are the best team if they're playing at home. Yeah. Second best team anywhere.
Really?
Rams still got it.
I still think if Rams and Saints played on a neutral field, Rams win.
Girl is amazing, though. Todd Gurley is amazing for the Rams.
There's a lot of amazing guys on the
Rams. There
Rams.
are. Like, what's the name? Arnold? Or
Cooper Kupp. Mm-hmm. He's good.
Sam Shields,
yeah. Dude, their whole defensive line's amazing.
Yeah.
Ndamukong Suh, Aaron Donald, Dante Fowler. That's a
but we'll
line.
see. We'll see where this goes because I mean, Des Bryant. I don't think he's. It depends on how he plays. If Des Bryant plays hungry and has good chemistry with,
he's on a winning team. He's gonna play well.
If he has good chemistry with Drew Brees, that's what it matters.
It can't be any worse than their second best receiver is right now, who has 12 catches. I think it's Ted Ginn, to be honest with you.
No, he's hurt.
Well, I think that's who it was, though.
Yeah.
I think it was Ted Ginn Jr. had 12 catches. That was their number 2 guy.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. Was it Mike? Yeah, Michael Thomas had I think in the 80s for catches. I mean, that's a pretty big
cover that guy.
Well, no, but you had we're not counting tight ends and we're not counting. I'm talking just straight up receivers. Yeah. Kamara catches a lot out of the backfield. He's probably their second leading receiver.
True. Well, it'll be really interesting what Des can do for this do with this team because he's been on Cowboys for so long and he has struggles for so long on the Cowboys.
Well, it's not just the fact he struggled. No, let's call it what it is. He got slow and couldn't adapt.
Yeah.
He doesn't cut. He doesn't run routes. He doesn't adapt like Larry Fitzgerald has when he's gotten older. He doesn't
Great
do
player,
that.
by the way.
Great player.
How old is Des Bryant?
He's not that old, but he doesn't have great hands either.
No, not great hands. Doesn't terrible route running.
Yeah,
He
very
pretty much
terrible route
Hey,
running.
let me just run a flat the whole entire time. Oh, let me run a post. Not doing anything else.
We'll see what happens, though.
And he doesn't use his size to his advantage. Like,
No.
so, like, I would say a guy with similar size that's actually good is Mike Evans.
Yeah.
Like, that's a good example of how he should play.
Yeah.
Mike Evans does drop a couple passes here and
He
there
does.
that he should catch. No, he catches the ones he shouldn't catch,
Yeah.
and he drops the ones he should
Yeah.
catch. Like, Mike Evans is like, he boggles your mind sometimes when it comes to that.
So, any other thing?
What's that behind you, Rhino? I see something behind you. What's that behind you?
What's this thing
Is that a broom?
Is this a brew?
Is that a broom?
What's,
Watch my fan.
Yeah,
Oh,
so.
what are you sweeping there, buddy?
what's that?
What'd you sweep?
That's the sweeping the Dolphins did to the Jets this year.
Ooh.
That's right, Pete.
Even
That's
though
right,
the
Pete.
Jets are probably not that good, I mean, you take credit for that.
Yeah, that's 2 wins for us.
I'll give you those wins. So how about that? But I still don't think you guys are gonna make the playoffs.
We'll see what happens. Time will tell.
You guys are not making the playoffs.
I
you know-
concur. They will not make the playoffs.
They said that 2 years ago too. They went to playoffs. And guess what? We made the playoffs.
Oh,
The Dolphins will not make the playoffs.
Dolphins will not make the playoffs.
We'll see.
They will be losing and being
3
back
out
to-
of 4 people think the Dolphins are not
No,
gonna make the
if
playoffs.
they do, it's a wild card, and it's going to be a struggle.
And they're gonna lose to
The Wizard of Oz is going to come back to Earth this week
Oh, in Green Bay, probably.
in Green Bay.
Hey,
Yeah.
let me ask you something. Who did you pick in that game?
Oh, I picked Green Bay.
Oh, okay, yeah. Fair weather fan, guys. Fair
Hey,
weather
no,
fan.
that's
That's
okay.
not a fair weather
I picked,
fan.
Fair weather
I
fan.
picked the 49ers to beat the Giants.
That's because you picked the Giants for the last 4
No. I'm going to tell you right now. I will not pick the Giants again this year until Kyle Lauletta is the starting quarterback.
Pete, it's not a fair weather fan when you just know if playing Green Bay. It's like playing the Saints in New Orleans. The odds are New Orleans are
Are
going to
you
win.
usually a Miami fan, right? Because you come from Miami, right?
I'm sorry, but the Saints have
Yeah, I'm
one
a
loss on the
Dolphin fan.
record, and that's from the Tampa Bay.
That's
Bay
true.
Buccaneers.
He's not lying.
So I'm just
Tampa Bay Bucks did beat them Saints.
Yeah,
Week 1.
bad.
Oh, they did. They did. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
They also let up 40 points in that game, but that's besides the point.
No, I just got a question though. So you like all Miami's teams,
No,
right?
not necessarily. I like the Dolphins, really. I'm from Miami.
In the Marlins.
And the Marlins, if I follow
the
baseball.
Panthers.
Who the hell
No, he doesn't like the
I like
Panthers.
the Lightning,
He like the
actually.
Lightning.
Of course you do, because they win.
Exactly.
No, I just never followed hockey.
Exactly. Fair weather fan.
Oh, I'm sorry, Pete. I'd rather be a fair weather fan than have, terrible teams all around.
So what? That makes you a real fan.
What do you, Pete? That doesn't mean anything.
It does mean something.
I do like the Dolphins.
Hey,
Just
Chris,
because, just
how
because
do
I don't pick them to win doesn't
Wait,
mean...
here's the question.
It's not called fair weather fan. It's called not being an idiot, Pete.
Here's the question.
You're going to pick the
Chris.
Jets every week, and you're going to be in the bottom of the fucking ladder because you pick the Jets every single
I
week.
pick the Bucks every week. I'm
There you go. He's a real fan.
I'm sorry. That's
He's a
not...
real
That's,
fan.
is it being a
Chris.
fan, or is it being...
I used to pick the Giants every week until it got to the point where I needed to see Kyle Lauletta play, and if they're not going to play Kyle Lauletta, then I'm not going to pick the Giants.
Who's your favorite basketball team?
Your basketball team?
The Knicks.
Yeah, and do they win at all? Have they been in the playoffs in the last,
They went to the playoffs maybe 6 years ago.
Yeah, okay, real fan right there.
That's not a real fan. It doesn't matter. That's like saying the only fans... That means the only
No,
fans are Cleveland fans.
I'm a glutton for punishment with the Knicks, dude. I still watch them every time I can, and I watch them lose.
Oh my god, like the other day we saw them lose.
Dude,
in the fourth quarter.
Worst. Dude, I watched the Bulls game where they lost in double overtime. Worse.
It can't be any worse than the freaking LeBron loss the other day.
Well, I don't know. The Knicks actually might be better than the Lakers.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
What is the Lakers record?
4-6, I think.
Oh, no, they're better than the Knicks.
I think that's
Knicks
right
are
now.
3-8.
What?
But that's not really a surprise though to me. What?
What's the record?
3-8.
maybe, yeah. They're not that
Actually,
good.
that could be. Hold on. Keep going. Keep full time.
Are they winning tonight? Yes, they are. 78-68. Go Knicks. In Hotlanta, who might be the only worse team than the Knicks.
Yeah, they're actually the
in
worst
league.
team over there in the East, I think.
So, we're on past Dez, or...
Okay, so
NFL.
any other stuff in the NFL besides the Dolphins winning the other day, which really didn't really matter. They didn't play that much better,
It's all right,
honestly.
It's all right.
It's okay for a Water fan.
I
Lakers are
won't say
4-6.
they played better, but they played
Four.
better than the Jets. That's
Oh,
all that
okay,
matters.
well, good,
That's all that matters. When they're playing the Jets.
good. I hope
Should
you
we
enjoyed
go,
that.
Should we
I
go
did.
through the picks real quick?
Let's go
Let's
through
go
the
through our
picks.
picks.
All
So
right.
Rhino's leading right now, and you're number 1, right? I think I'm number 2. Ant's number 3.
Yep, you're
and,
definitely number 2, Pete.
And I am number 2.
All right, Carolina versus Pittsburgh. We all pick Pittsburgh.
Oh yeah.
Detroit versus Chicago.
We all pick Chicago, right?
Except for me. Except for me.
Wow,
Chris
yeah,
picks
Detroit.
I
Okay.
pick Detroit.
Okay.
New Orleans versus Cincinnati Bengals.
We all pick New Orleans.
We all pick New Orleans.
Okay.
Atlanta versus Cleveland. We all pick Atlanta.
Okay.
Jacksonville versus Indianapolis. We all pick Jacksonville except for Ant.
He's going with Captain Andrew Luck.
Captain Andrew Luck, dearest mother, they are on the battlefield against these wild cats.
Dude, that's a great Twitter, by the way, man. Go check it out.
Arizona versus Kansas City. We all pick Kansas City. Buffalo versus the New York Jets. We all pick the New York Jets except for Rhino.
Because he hates the New York Jets.
No, because I think Buffalo's going to beat them.
Yeah, okay.
Buffalo ain't beating anybody.
Okay.
Not with Josh McCown playing quarterback.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah.
if it was Sam Darnold.
Oh, yeah.
Who's quarterbacking the Bills this week?
I don't even know. It doesn't matter.
Is it Nate Peterson? Because that's the worst piece of trash ever.
Oh my gosh. Alright, Washington versus Tampa Bay. We all pick Tampa Bay except for Rhino.
'Cause he's a Tampa hater.
I don't mind Tampa Bay. Washington's a better team. They are.
I don't see that.
We're gonna screw.
You don't because you're a Giants fan. But if you look outside, outside of the NFC East, Washington's the best team in your league, in your division.
I disagree. Eagles are.
You really think so?
Yep.
They're,
I think the Eagles.
They're in the top in the league though.
Well, they're 5-3. The Eagles are 4-4, but I don't think that makes them better.
I'm just saying.
You're only as good as your record.
Yeah, but it's still 8 weeks left. I'm telling you.
I think the Eagles are going to win that division.
At the end of the year, the Eagles will be on top
Yeah, I
of the
think
division.
so. Yeah, they'll win that division.
They have a better coach and they have a better team.
Yeah, I think so too.
New England versus Tennessee Titans.
We all pick New England.
We all pick New England. Los Angeles Chargers. I almost said like Los Angeles Clippers. Los Angeles Chargers versus Oakland Raiders. We all went Chargers because we all.
What a shocker!
We all hate freaking Gruden for some reason. All right, Miami versus Green Bay. We all went Green Bay. Seattle versus Los Angeles Rams. We all went Los Angeles Rams. Dallas versus Philly. We all went Philly. New York Giants versus San Francisco 49ers. Me and Rhino went the Giants, while these two idiots went the San Francisco 49ers.
Don't look at me. Look at that guy over there. Okay, he's the one who had you picking against his Giants, against one of the worst teams in the league.
You got to touch the screen, Pete. Okay, everybody, you have a homework assignment. NFL memes on Facebook. Go and touch the Dallas Cowboys star.
Just save the pic and post it on Slightly Off Topic.
Okay,
Oh, that's true.
that will happen. I will post it right now for you guys.
Yep, there you go.
So-
There's your homework for today.
There's your homework.
By the way, we're not. Sorry for Cowboy fans out there who see this. Okay?
I'm not sorry.
We. All right. Anyway, go ahead.
That's
Oh, that's it. Oh, okay. All right.
That's it.
So, what are we playing or watching right now, guys? Just to let our audience know.
Still trying to beat Dragon Quest 11.
I am still going through Red Dead Redemption. I'm 45 hours in, so hopefully I can beat that this week. I'm at, 73% through the story. That's freaking ridiculous. Also, as well, I will be seeing The Girl in the Spiderweb, maybe The Grinch, and Overlord Friday, so be lookout for those reviews. Also, as well, be sure to listen to our podcast. If you don't listen to our podcast, please still review it and rate us on the podcast as Google and Apple services across the globe. Unfortunately, we're not on
BS
Spotify.
Radio. We're on under BS Radio right now.
BS Radio Network, yes.
Yes.
Also, as well, we'll be uploading all the shows onto YouTube as well, so comment on that as well. We also have a Instagram page. We have, of course, Facebook page, and we do have a Twitter.
We do have a Twitter. We need followers. Get some.
Yes, if you have a Twitter, please follow us on Twitter.
Yes.
And
We're gonna definitely try to do more on Twitter also.
Yes.
I'm just gonna go in there and start talking shit to everybody.
We
Best
should
thing to do.
actually do a game night.
Yes.
At one point, we'll schedule something and possibly make our own Twitch. Possibly.
Hey,
Yeah.
I do have some new games coming that have not been released yet. from Kickstarter coming in very shortly. So
Yeah, Rhino, are you gonna do a little
Talking
more?
about Fireball Island?
that's one of them.
You're gonna do a little more game nights and all that. Check out Rhino too on YouTube. I know he usually does this every weekend and all that.
I like to throw out little new games that people don't play, little
Yes.
niche titles, stuff. That
What happened to your
people
video
don't see.
game news?
I was doing it for a while, but then it's just
I would love to hear about your Sony censorship news.
Oh yeah, that's a little ridiculous. We could talk about that. I admit that's a little weird. When Nintendo's allowing games M-rated and Sony's making them come on their system as E-rated games.
Yeah, they took out the booby jiggle.
Yeah.
How do you take out the booby jiggle
Well, they took out
slider?
the nudity and everything.
Yeah.
They took out.
Yeah, you can get the Switch version of this game that has booby jiggle slider and all, and nudity. But on PlayStation, they took all that out, and it's rated E for everybody.
Well, they want to get more people to play it.
I know it's the same reason why they made Venom PG-13, but at the same
But
time,
we're
this is
talking about
supposed to be
Nintendo.
Sony.
Yeah, we're talking about Nintendo,
Nintendo,
who takes
right.
the blood out of Mortal Kombat.
Right.
Well, William Chan's coming over to the PlayStation.
Oh man.
All right, Anthony, anything to watch or play that you do?
I am currently playing Spider-Man for PlayStation 4, playing Shadow of the Tomb Raider for Xbox One, and I am playing Captain Toad still on my Switch.
Yeah, so I just
And
finished,
Diablo 3.
Okay, so I just finished Castlevania Season 2 on Netflix. It's amazing. I finished Daredevil Season 3 2 weeks ago. Actually, I think I'm going to start trying to finish Mario Odyssey, which I know is a year old, but I'm going to try to finish that game. And, I don't know, maybe some other stuff.
Did you ever finish Breath of the Wild?
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, I didn't beat the game.
Oh my god!
I did not beat the game.
Oh my god!
I was collecting everything, honestly.
Nintendo fanboy number 2 did not beat the game.
I'm just collecting everything before I beat the game.
I'm also watching Making a Murderer Season 2.
Is that good?
Why would you do that to yourself?
Why?
That's another one.
Didn't it get just like boring?
It is very slow.
Yeah.
It really makes me angry with the justice system, though. And, like, the way stuff goes down.
I mean, did it make you angry when Evil Genius, when the chick got away?
Oh, yeah, that made me angry as well.
Yeah. So,
Like, it just it boggles my mind, like the way court works
yeah.
and stuff. I don't know. Just,
I don't know.
and I don't, like,
There's no perfect system.
No, there is.
yeah, just don't ever go to Manitowoc County, Wisconsin.
All right, guys. So we hit the 2-hour limit. Anything else we gotta say before we go?
We will be back next Wednesday live on Facebook. We will be doing-
Slightly off topic.
We will be back doing our slightly off top 6, unless there's a ridiculous amount of news like there was this week.
Yes.
Probably going to have to do with food on Thanksgiving or Black Friday deals.
Yeah.
One of the other.
Definitely.
Black Friday deal should be all available by
Will
that point.
Rhino be coming back and gracing us with his presence?
If the stars align.
If the stars
If the stars align, but we work for Publix and we know our schedules right now. So, are you coming back or no?
I think so.
He thinks so! The man thinks so! So anyways, we will see you guys next week. Again, like Chris said, like and follow us on everything we have. Subscribe to our podcast. We are part of the BS Radio Network. Check out ADD
BS.
Sports. Check out the BS Show. I am your host, The Real Ant-Man.
Rhino.
E-Tep.
King Black Cherry.
Peace out, guys.
Later.
See ya.
Peace out.
It's nice when you get